guys, we're doing How to Drink here, Dungeons and Dragons, playing the D&D. I'm going to be around places. It's my birthday. I'm in the bar at the moment.
Hey, happy birthday, Greg.
Thank you, guys. Anthony is working on putting a kid to sleep at the moment. I got my birthday present. I bought for myself a brand new bottle of Blanton's. I haven't had Blanton's in probably 5 years. So I'm somewhat excited.
Drink the whole bottle tonight, Greg.
No, I would literally die. I would actually kill me.
Die for the stream, Greg.
It's crazy. It's crazy. The dude drank himself to death on Twitch. 200 people saw. He had 200 people watching. It was a big night.
In Animal House.
It was a big night. Oh my God, Hammer Spaceman, what are you doing?
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
He's trying to be the leader of the hype train. That's what he's trying to do.
Amazing. So how's everybody doing out there in Twitch land? How's everybody else doing? You guys ready to do a season finale move tonight on D&D?
Time's a flat circle.
Yeah. I've been sweating about it all day.
Sweating?
I'm not going to lie. Yes.
Sweating.
I mean, it's also pretty hot here, but...
Okay, now that was my second question. Do you mean that figuratively or literally? You mean it literally?
I mean, I've been thinking about it all day. I don't know what I'm going to do here.
Did your air conditioning...
I think a lot of us are going to go down singing. No, dude, our house is built in the 30s.
Cyberpunk next week.
Yeah,
so, when is Greg going to be on Hot Ones? I don't know, Michelangelo. Keep asking Sean Evans.
Greg, is that floating around? Are you a possible contestant on Hot Ones?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, how do we make that happen?
I'm actually pretty much, I am convinced... we're on a stream, I can say this. Because the edit was of the episode of Hot Ones that I referenced when I made the yellow number 2 was an edit that, frankly, wouldn't have made it off of my desk because it made it it was deceptive. It made it seem like that was a drink invented by Eric Andre. It wasn't. I miscredited it. Now they're never going to put me on the show because that's out there in the aether and they're going to look like assholes.
Wait, who made it?
You know, I think off the top of my head, her name kind of escapes me. I just know that it's extremely Polish sounding. But I'm going to do something with her.
You put an addendum on that video, dude.
I did.
Then you're in the clear. What are you worried about?
Gabby, thank you, XJ37 Rocks. I asked my wife, too. I was like, wait, did you get the impression that was a drink invented by... Yeah, okay. It's not just me. No, it's fine. It's cool. I mean, if they want me on, it'd be great. I'd like to eat some hot wings, but I don't have to be on there. It's fine, too. I just thought it'd be fun to be in here for a minute tonight. And Anthony will be here around. So let's you guys want to recap? Who's going to recap? Rubin, can you recap the Twitch audience and bring them up to speed? Pass.
Look, I was pretty much
fair enough.
Not involved last session.
All right.
We went around. Okay, our party went around.
You pass. I don't want to hear your voice.
Ari's got it.
I'm handing it to Liz. Liz, let's hear what you got.
To Liz.
All right. So, Trevor is not necessarily the most qualified to give the summary this week. Valid. He was recovering from being very close to death, taking a lot of hits as we rescued. Mostly successfully. There was a loss along the way.
Right? Two.
Okay, but there were more alive than dead.
Wait, 2? No, I think only
one. You rescued the parents. I think we only lost 2 out of 10, right?
Who did you lose this to? I thought you only lost 1.
That's a solid beat.
Maybe it was just 1.
Yeah.
No, I think we only lost 1.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, but we really lost her. There was.
Yeah, well, we only really lost her because the husband was in the room to make a big deal about it. If he wasn't in the room, we wouldn't be feeling as bad.
It's true.
So
people.
So we rescued innocents from a crazy death cult worshiping the Night Mother, crazy, creepy snake people and such.
The
Yanti.
The Yanti. We went on down into the basement where we believe there were more. For what purpose, we don't know, but the children were down there. Trevor had to go sleep off his wounds, but he met up with us again. We were able to set a few more free. We made our way past a few traps, a few mazes. we slipped into some other dimension.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That was a cool part. Aelith decided we all needed to step into a shadow dimension. There was basically
like a pool of darkness, right?
There was a pool of darkness, and we stepped through it, and it was like we stepped through a reflection. And we went to the Upside Down, and now that we're in a shadow cave, which is where we are right now, and we're beating up on some Yuan-Ti in service of the Night Mother. Aelith does not like the Night Mother very much, and she's all about messing up this stuff. And I think that's basically where we're at.
You guys had just gotten to her and the final child that you were attempting to rescue.
The Night Mother.
And I just want to clarify, am I mistaken? I took pretty decent notes, but my notes have failed me on another issue recently as well, so I could be mistaken here. I was under the impression that you only lost a single hostage so far. Tragic and horrific as that was.
We only lost one hostage. We're after this kid. This was the one kid we couldn't rescue. It was dragged off into this shadow dimension as some part of a ritual. I had a dream, like a vision from my patron that kind of showed me Shadow and the kid. And that was what it lit a fire under Aelith's ass, and she was like, we gotta go. That's where we are.
Guys, we have a level 4 hype train leaving the station right now. I don't know what any of that means.
We hit level 4?
We are at level 4. I'm sharing 24-bit stuffs with you kids, by the way, right now. All you cool Twitchers out there in Twitch Town. Get your Twitching on.
We're not old.
Bunch of Twitchers.
Yeah. My mom called me today to wish me happy birthday. She asked, "How old are you?" I don't know how old you are. And then she said,
"You stop counting after 30."
She said some numbers. She's like, "I know you're in your early 30s," and I was like, "Oh yes, mother, my early 30s."
My early 30s.
How lovely. I can see you've been lying about your age for a while too. Also, by the way, for those of you who are just show up for D&D, you might notice that if you were a subscriber, you have a new little subscriber icon next to you. I finally got those published. There are 10 levels of subscriber icons. They are drinks from the show. And I couldn't give you the exact progression off the top of my head. And then also you'll notice that some of you who are big bits spenders get a little extra piece of flair, a second piece of flair on your way to 11, the bare minimum to work here at Fuddruckers. An additional piece of flair called a bits badge to let people know that you're a big spender. Okay, and Rubin, by the way, you're no longer on mute. You're allowed to talk again. I was just being a dick before. So,
was I on mute?
No, I mean, like when I told you, I don't want to hear from you, and then you started talking in chat. I've been seeing that. Anyway.
Oh man!
So
the Panda King, 21st birthday yesterday.
Oh, Panda King!
Happy birthday, bro!
First, what?
Panda King, man, you should make yourself. You should make a very excellent. If you honestly, for your 21st birthday, I think you should make an excellent whiskey sour. I think you should go over to my Top Sours, make a whiskey sour Boston style with an egg white. You will be very impressed with yourself. I think that's a drink that will tickle you bigly. Make that drink.
That's not one of your drinks that requires fire, right?
No. It's not even one of my drinks. It's just a drink that's been around since like the 1850s.
Man, your videos, you know what I meant.
Yeah. I know what you meant. I was just giving you a hard time. Okay, so should we do the intro and then I'll meet you guys at the desk?
Sounds good.
Okay, this is how to drink and this is htd&d. Wow. And we are Vorian the Mystic, Liz the Thief. Unadov the Thief, Trevor the Veteran, Aelith the Witch, and John the Brute.
Let's do this.
Hey guys, we are back, and I can hear nothing at the moment, so I'm probably going to have to fiddle with something on this computer. So I was worried about that. It sounded like I couldn't hear anything. I got to check and see what's going on here. I have a funny feeling that this is simply set incorrectly. It's fucking weird. I can hear absolutely. How about now? Can we hear now? No.
Anything?
What's going on? No sound, Greg. No sound, Greg.
No sound, Greg.
It says I should be able to hear. Why?
F.
I mean, like I can.
F.
Oh, this is when we keep trash talking him while he can't hear us, right?
It's our
Hello.
chance.
Hello.
Wait, he can't hear us?
Yeah, that's what's happening right now.
When are we going to sing happy birthday?
I'm not. That's shit copyrighted.
How about now? Can I hear now? Nope. I got
I
nothing.
don't know, can you?
So much fun.
They can hear you.
Just no
Greg is a
sounds
great
anywhere.
person. He should
ever.
give me inspiration.
Why the heck
Everything good on
are you
stream.
not making sound?
They
God
can hear
damn,
Greg.
Son of a,
They can hear
son
Greg.
of a gun fucker.
They can hear Greg.
Mother
Greg
son
can't
of
hear
a
us.
biatch.
Yeah,
They
the
can
problem
hear
is
you,
Greg.
What?
God.
Greg can't hear the players, which is
I got
like
the
a
thing
blessing.
in the computer.
I think,
hit
really.
sound. I hit sound. I
Should
am
just play
going
it
to
this way
say you need to be using.
Yeah, Greg
Hear
told us
Greg.
we're all fine.
Greg, we hear you.
I don't think he can hear us.
Yes, that is the issue.
Good.
Is that
Still no sound.
everybody on the planet.
You know,
Just dead silence.
my niece and nephew, when they sing
Why
Happy
would that
Birthday,
happen?
they
Mhm.
sing this like weird Happy Birthday tune that I had never heard.
Can you
What
give
the
us a
hell is
rendition?
going on here?
Yeah,
man?
it kind of reminds me of like the kind of Happy Birthday that they would play at the arcade with the animatronic bears.
Try that.
Like happy birthday to you.
Try that.
Yeah, it would be.
Gotcha.
It's happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, birthday to you.
Oh my
Happy
God.
birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, birthday to you. They don't even know
Nope, no sound.
happy birthday the way we
How
know
about
it.
if I
Wait,
go
where are they
to
from?
What do you mean?
Sound?
Where are they from? Like, where do they? What state do they live in?
Well, this is just
They're
great
in
content.
Michigan.
This is
You
just
want me to give
good
their address, John?
Good stuff.
No, it's okay.
No
Keep
sound
that
coming from Greg.
Private.
at all.
Cat is the star of the stream.
What
Internet
if
love
I was
Friend.
check
cheap internet points by
Check.
giving my cat treats.
situation?
That was, I was just
Hey.
sucking up to the internet.
It's low hanging fruit, man.
Yeah, no, it's the
Right.
universal
Checking.
currency of the internet. It's cats.
Uh-huh.
It's all falling
Uh-huh.
apart, Greg.
He's like right off camera on top of a filing cabinet.
Look, some
Liz-
technical difficulties
up,
at the
thank you.
beginning is kind of a tradition
Nothing's-
that
Yeah,
we let
honestly,
fall by the
as our
wayside.
Finale, what would we be without a glaring
Look at this
technical issue?
Face. Why is
Especially
this
on Greg's
happening?
birthday.
Bringing it
I mean-
back to the way we started.
Technology, just giving
I
him a
can't
nice
wait for him
fat
to
present.
watch the recap and hear everything that we've been saying. I don't know if we'll be back for Cyberpunk. There may be a new cast. No, Greg always tries to up his game.
Oh, look at him go. He
Oh,
is
that's
just.
right there.
Oh, he's giving up.
He keeps adding stuff, so he wanted to be able to go to the set at the same time, and he was worried something like this was going to happen. And it was working fine in tests, and now it isn't. We're probably he may unlaunch us and relaunch us.
I mean, look at him. He's about to like pop a vein.
Yeah, no, I've
In
been
his
on
head.
set with him when it's been like that.
Yeah, but at
Hey,
least he
how's it
didn't-
going?
At
No,
least he
nothing?
didn't like slug back his drink yet, because you know that's gonna go south real quick. It's gonna be like 4 or 5 later.
He's just.
Oh yeah, no, Greg.
toiling
This
over
is this is legit fury.
He's about to go Super Saiyan.
He might. Are you gonna go Super Saiyan? Can you hear us? No.
It's the finger.
Oh, he's thinking.
Yes,
he's
this is
thinking.
thinking. That's my favorite. We need this emo. We need this
Could it-
emote of
could
Greg.
it
That
be-
needs
Yeah.
an email. Like,
Could it
why
be
is
the
that?
Ponder. The ponder.
ponder.
That's what we need. That is.
Oh, he hears us.
Oh,
He's
totally.
leaning into it.
Oh, he's messing with us now.
Oh,
That's what
man.
this is. That's what this is.
No, this is still extreme frustration. He's just moved past fury into like kind of an ennui.
Yeah, I feel like we're playing frustrated charades.
Listen, guys, actually, I wanted to talk with you about this. For Cyberpunk, I think that we should all make characters that are a spin-off of one of Greg's personalities.
Oh my
god.
Like, we could name one like Meg, like Craig. Like, we can go down a list. I think we should do this.
Oh. Look at him.
Are we like
Now
part
he's-
of a gang?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in world we're the Gregs?
Huh?
Like it's a future where like his YouTube channel has been memorialized and we are imitating him, like we'd all dress up like Elvis or something with the Greg.
Yep, the Gregs. I
But
love
that type
this.
of shit exists in Cyberpunk. I don't know
I know.
how familiar you guys are.
Like
Listen.
a cult of Greg?
No, yeah, well, it's all over the top. So it's like 80s sci-fi, Blade Runner-y stuff, but very much not necessarily campy, but like in your face, over corporatization, and
Yeah. I like what Redbeard 55 has to say.
Yeah.
The Greg Gang. I think that's
Greg
a
Gang.
good way to go. And like,
Craig, Meg,
he's-
etc. That's the
What the
only two we can
fucking-
come up with. There's somebody.
maybe,
Yo, then we can all
maybe
love
Greg's been gone for just like 100 years. Now we've built up a religion. There's
Mhm.
different factions of
Listen, no,
Gregdom
he really drank himself to death on Twitch, and like
on his
it's
birthday.
yeah, like we celebrate him as a hero, and like years down the road, like it eventually turned into a cult. Yeah.
Like a martyr
Yeah,
to the
man.
internet. The
Exactly.
martyr
He
to
just-
this period of the internet.
Oh, he's gonna switch over.
Oh.
He's gonna switch over,
Boy.
and he's gonna
Oh.
try to run it from the bar. That's what I think.
Let's see, is he gonna make the
I
jump?
think he's just gonna come back just so he can hear us and talk to us for a second
Is he gonna
and tell
bamf?
us what's happening.
Yeah,
That or he's just gonna go get his drink.
I think
That or
Oh.
wait, nope, yeah, he's
Nope,
just
neither.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
pissed. He still can't get it. What a loser.
Oh god. Be glad he can't hear you.
He's freaking
This is
out.
insane.
Whoa.
Can you hear me?
He is just gonna.
Just give me a thumbs up.
Yes? Yeah.
He's just gonna caveman out and smash everything. I know it.
Was that like panda gif of the panda just slamming the desk?
Here's
There's so many
the-
good
The keyboard
moments.
walkout.
Yeah. No, but I like where this is going because we can all dress up as like different. We can like cosplay as different Gregs. What about
Yeah.
songs? What
It's
about
not the
numbers?
Jack,
We can,
man.
like,
I've done the
choose
Jack so many
social services.
times.
I mean, I was gonna propose that
Jets,
we were
sharks.
like all
And it's like, if I go to
exploring
even
different
try
stuff,
and
but if we want to be a
One
weird
of
cult
the
of
other
Greg,
alternatives.
I'll go down this path.
So I have other devices I could be patching sound out of.
I had a whole
Get
nother
anything
like.
out of that either.
I mean, I had stuff
Nothing?
planned for Cyberpunk.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna see where you folks, because I'm the only one that's played any version of this game before. So I was gonna let all you folks pick your class, and then I was just gonna play whatever
What
you
is
needed.
fucking going on?
I've got
Yeah.
a pretty specific character background planned out.
Do you,
and I've
well,
got-
the most important thing's like the role. Do you know what role
Yeah.
you're
This-
gonna be?
Is
Yeah, so I'm leaning towards techie,
ridiculous.
but
Oh, very cool.
yeah, but like if we've got too many, I'm willing to switch to nomad. It would still work with this.
No, please be a
Character
techie.
concept.
That's cool. That's really super handy.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
I'm starting to think Greg can't hear us.
Wow, that was extremely no fun. I am so sorry for the weird technical thing. You know what the solution was? I had to reboot the computer. Classic. Just classic weird stuff.
Damn technology.
Boy, a lot of fun. I was on a roll there. Multiple locations, and we had the intro going. My God, this Blanton's makes a hell of an old-fashioned. It's too good. I did. That's what I did, Xeon. I had to turn it off and on again. I just had to literally quit the system.
Everything.
You guys got ants? I got some ants down here. I think I have to be a cleaner person.
Kill them all,
No,
Greg.
it's okay. We get ants in the house too.
Okay, well, you don't live far from
I
me,
have
so
one
I'm
ant.
going to assume
Yeah.
that that's just a locality thing. Just have them around here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Anthony and Liz have a wee bairn who's having a tough time going to sleep there. And they will be hopefully he'll be off the slumber times very shortly, but he's proving difficult tonight. I suppose not everybody has a perfect child.
I mean, it's just I didn't say that.
All right, David, you might be a little low. I've had a hard time hearing you there.
I was muttering. Is this better?
Somewhat.
What do I?
Still a little low.
A little low, but somewhat better.
I don't know what changed.
Something's changed in Foundry.
Why so?
Something's
Mm-hmm.
changed.
Setup?
Something is just.
Well, you can always refresh Foundry.
Yeah, no, I'm getting an option for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Long. Hello.
Who's that?
Whose microphone is that?
Greg, your stream tonight is going extremely
Thank you,
well.
Ari Rubin. It's for my birthday. So, does anybody know whose microphone that was?
Liz is muted.
Yeah, it wasn't her then. We have invaders. We've gotten
It might
raided.
have been me 'cause I'm trying to fix things.
No, nobody would raid this disaster.
was
Oh
I.
yeah, it was probably you. All of a sudden, it just sounded like you were inside of the Holland Tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was messing with stuff because you said you could
I can hear you
me.
better now.
You're good now.
So,
Okay.
I think we kind of have to wait for Liz and Anthony, or for Liz really, because not nothing against her. I just think that like we cannot really proceed without the party present, because I mean we got a major.
Well, this wand says that this is the Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap of
So
streams.
a hilarious
So-
classic that will stand the test of time, and will be
One
cherished.
hope.
I imagine.
I think we're currently stuck in Stonehenge kind of orbs right now. That's where we're at. We can't find our way to the. We can't find our way to the
That's
stage.
kind of
We're
yeah.
lost
That
backstage
is
right now.
that's
where
exactly
we
what's
are.
going on.
No, now would not be a good time to restart.
Yeah.
Greg, can we talk?
Yeah, you know what? That's
Cyberpunk
not
for
a
minute?
terrible idea. We should talk Cyberpunk while we're waiting. What would you what would you like to discuss about Cyberpunk?
Our first session next week, is that going to be session?
Yeah, we're gonna do a
0 or
session 0. Let's
one?
make characters, talk about the
Okay.
setting, discuss what you guys want as far as goals go. The thing about Cyberpunk is that it presents me. It's a little bit different for me as a DM because it's got a complete setting that's really well developed.
Mhm.
I don't normally have that because I tend to work in homebrew settings. So what's gonna be neat is like you guys. There's no magic in Cyberpunk. No. That would be Shadowrun. Somebody in chat was just asking. It's Cyberpunk. So for those of you who are wondering, Cyberpunk replaces D&D. So it's the same bat time, same bat channel. But what happens is that I think we're going to make characters, see who your characters are, and then that'll tell me what I need to do as far as story goes, and I'll be kind of driving
Okay,
off of
so
you.
then I guess our first real question is, how would you feel about us being a gang that is part of a cult-like religion that worships a YouTuber named Greg Tishan?
I don't like that, actually. That's not my fave.
We were thinking like Craig, Meg, like we all have like e.g.
We'll just call us like the Knights of Reg.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like
We thought about it. We gave this some good thought. We were all going to wear flannel.
That's-
Greg, you've
Look at
never
Grub.
played?
I've never played or run Cyberpunk. I have the rules, and I've read
So
them.
what's drawing you to?
To Cyberpunk? So
Wanna do it. Yeah.
honestly, it's pretty blunt. Two things. One, I've always thought it was an interesting setting, and two, I did that drink on YouTube. I did the Johnny Silverhand, and R. Talsorian reached out because they liked the video, and they said, "Hey, would you be interested in taking the Cyberpunk Red beta?" The rules beta for a test drive on your Twitch, and I said yes, that would be very cool. So
Just
yeah,
like that?
yeah, exactly. And so I mean, it's like, how can we resist? It's so deep. So we get an opportunity to play Cyberpunk Red before a lot of other people, and we get to show it off and stuff.
I'm excited. I'm the only. I think I'm the only one that has any real experience. I ran Cyberpunk 2020 when I was like in middle school and high school. I'm super. Yeah, I'm super into Cyberpunk. I'm very excited to do this.
It's really it's an interesting game setting too. It's got real roots. It goes way back. The game mechanic it seems very complicated at first, the core mechanic, but it's actually pretty straightforward. Ari's gonna correct me here if I'm incorrect, but basically you've got an attribute stat and a skill stat, and you roll them together against a target number, basically. Is that correct, Ari?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and how that our target number gets determined is dependent on the situation. Firearms are an interesting case because you don't roll against, unless somebody has exceptionally high dodge attributes, you don't roll against anybody else's defense, right? It's like not a contested roll. It's not against somebody's armor class. It's just, well, this is how hard that gun is to fire, and this is how far away your target is, and you roll against that.
And there's like armor which mitigates the damage, and you have cover which deteriorates. Weapons do a lot of damage. Things happen very fast. Combat doesn't last very long. Like guns are guns. You get shot by a gun unless you have metal under your skin, which is an option because there's cybernetics. You're dead.
Or close to it, yeah.
Or close to it, yeah. Pretty much.
Being shot is super bad for you.
There's advanced like sci-fi stuff, so there's like a medic class that can heal people quicker. But if you're more cybernetics, you'll need a techie to literally fix your parts.
Well, there's also cyber madness that can set in too if you're.
Well, I was about to get into that. Well. So if you get too many cybernetics, you lose humanity. And you basically go crazy because you're more machine than man.
Machine than man now.
I know I can talk a lot about Cyberpunk. I haven't upped myself too much on the new Red lore because I know they jumped the time period ahead. Are we still in Night City, or is Night City gone?
Night City still exists. It is a post-apocalyptic vision of Night City because Johnny Silverhand was Keanu Reeves and his crew were raiding Arasaka. Is that the name of the company?
There's Aratech or
there's Militech
like
is the American equipment, and then
hold on.
Yeah, I think it's Arasaka. They have the headquarters. They have a headquarters in Night City. They are trying to steal his girlfriend out of their computer because she is now a consciousness in a computer, and instead they detonate a nuclear bomb to prevent them from doing so. They nuke the city, and now Night City is a post-apocalyptic kind of, they're rebuilding. And it's I think 40 years. I think that Cyberpunk Red takes place in the 2040s, so it's like 40 years after the climactic events at the end of the 2020s, and 2045.
Which is what this version is. This version, by the way, of the dystopian future is set in the year 2020.
Now? Wow.
Yeah. This is Cyberpunk 2020.
As written in 1993?
It is supposed... oh my god, I was so young.
It was published.
People want to know how many pages that
1990. 1990 was when it started. So so this was like 30 years in the future. We're all gonna look like this dude.
Well, I think that even Cyberpunk 2020 presupposed a alternate sort of background, right? But then
there was a different world.
And it gets the name the Red at the time of the Red, the 2040s. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, Ari, because of the fallout from the Fourth Corporate War, the actual corporate war and the nuclear warfare that resulted.
Yeah. Megacorps rule the world.
As Ibatsu. The Fourth Corporate War, the sun sets and rises are these huge red affairs because of all the dust in the air. So it's the time of the red. And the sun tends to look more reddish. What's interesting is that, like, one of the things, like, there's a really well thought out setting. One of the things I think is really interesting is that in the aftermath of the Fourth Corporate War. There's like this breakdown of society. There's all of these community gardens around Night City when there never used to be. And so they're saying that, like, interestingly, even though it's a nightmare post-apocalyptic scenario, you're probably eating better than you ever did in Night City because it's not just a bunch of prepackaged like instant ramen and stuff. Arasaka, yeah, that's what.
Arasaka and Militech. Those were the
two big ones, and now they're in the
Trauma Team International.
That's still around. Yeah, Trauma Team International is still around. The Fourth Corporate War has kind of fractured that. A lot of companies have been kind of broken up, and there's a lot more small-time operators around. One of the main differences for those of you who are veterans of Cyberpunk is that in the old Cyberpunk setting, hacking, net running is a really important part of the game, as it should be. And there's a global internet, so your net runner, your hacker, might just be in an apartment somewhere hiding out, like not even hanging out with the party. Yeah. Just like a wizard ghost from afar. Well,
they can't do that.
No, and it's because the open net is completely plagued with ice and demons, like anti-hacking stuff. So it's like suicide to jack in, and so now everything is very local kind of networking. So the networks that you will access as a netrunner, if someone plays a netrunner, is much more local to what's going on right around here. And it's not going to be like something where they can just sit back and hang out from afar. What's pretty cool too is that they've simplified it. It
used to be really a nightmare to have a netrunner in 2020. It was a separate game. It was a whole separate game. The DM had to come up with separate encounters. It had different rules.
It does have different rules, and you will have separate encounters, but it's much more linear and simplified. So a network is now derived as a series of levels on sort of a network hierarchy tree, and you enter the network on level 0 and you progress downward, and at each level down there will be a thing, either an access node or a demon or both. And then there can be branches off of that network. And then your goal, of course, to access the whole network is to gain root at the bottom of the network. So instead of needing maps and all kinds of stuff, like entirely, you just literally need like a chart that you're going to navigate.
That is much better. They basically turned it into like a board, like a turn-based strategy game that you had to hop into. Where you had to deploy different types of programs to counteract other programs. And I when I was really young and I first ran 2020, I said nobody play a netrunner because I have to do double the work. And I just said all netrunners are NPCs. And
that's a solution.
They were all okay with that for a while.
I think Mike told me that net running is a meme in the TTRPG community as like, oh, you've built a part of your game that is more interesting and complicated and better than all the other parts of your game combined, and now that's the only part of your game that people really want to people want to play.
Yeah, a lot of people played Cyberpunk only as
tabletop role-playing
games. Do netrunner games. Got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They would do netrunner only.
A lot of the stuff about netrunning is the same. Like you can still take as many net actions as you want on your turn because time is meaningless. Right. Anthony Vorian, you are frozen. Your camera has frozen. I don't know if you're even with us. I think he probably.
I don't know. Are you sure? Are you sure he's frozen?
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, I can. I'm with you.
I can hear you now. You're unfrozen. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
So I think that the thing to do is to figure out who your characters are, and then we'll just basically tell us the story will be your characters' lives in Night City.
Liz wants to be a techie. That's all we know.
Liz wants to be a techie.
I have a pretty good idea.
What do you want to be?
I think I want to be a media.
Oh, you're gonna be media? Nice. Yeah, I like that the player classes are like reporter, musician, computer hacker, corporate stooge, soldier boy. I think hobo is a class.
Nomad.
Yeah, but they're not hobos. Like that's literally the.
They're nice. They have motorcycles. They're motorcycles.
I don't know how the nomads. I don't know how the nomads worked in 2020 and previous.
No, they're like tribes.
But like they are the entire. In the red, they are the backbone of the global infrastructure. Like basically all all goods that move around the planet.
Oh wow, no, that's
all
new.
goods that move around the planet have to be moved by a nomad family, and in a caravan, basically.
That was not the case before. It was like megacorps just flew shit everywhere. And
So we
nobody
see how
cared.
things are going.
Yeah, because I'm curious. I'm debating on whether or not to like look at the book and kind of go over
should
everything
look at
myself.
You should.
Yeah, or just to go into this
No.
raw and just kind of roll
No.
with it,
You
just to
should
see
look
how
at it.
easy the
Yep, you should
rules
look
are.
at it. Any help you can give me, you should
look
give me,
at it.
man. Why you want to make my life hell?
Okay, all right. I don't know, because I was thinking session 0. Maybe I'll go into this whole thing like
No,
completely
that would,
oblivious
you would
to
be explaining for
You should at least have an
hours,
idea
like,
of who the
if you-
character classes are and stuff like that.
yeah. All right, I will do that then.
Great homework.
They
Great.
have, I mean, you can be a psycho, like, paid mercenary killer. They have that
Paid
option.
mercenary killer is the thing.
Those are called
Solos.
solos.
Yeah,
Are they
solos.
still,
You guys are
they're
gonna
still
have
called
to-
solos?
Solos.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to like send me a link where I can.
It's
did.
in our
He
Dropbox,
sent
you
it.
dweeb.
We have a
he gave it
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
What
Yes.
the hell? I like how you
I-
told me.
I-
about
In
it.
email. What are you talking?
Thanks, guys.
A lot of it. not all
You're
of it.
very good at this. You're an excellent deflector.
Someone probably
Testify.
will play the rocker.
Rockaboy.
It used to be called Rocker Boy. That in 2020, that is what they called the musician. They called it the Rocker Boy. In fact, Keanu Reeves' character is the portrait character for it, and it's ridiculous that it's the same person. Can you still play a cop?
I think police is still. Hold on. Why don't I pull it up? What the fuck? We're just sitting here. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no, they were called Rocker Boys. I lied about Johnny Silverhand being the profile picture, but he is in this.
I thought he was.
I'm gonna
He's not
find Johnny
the main guy.
He is, but he's not like the picture they show for the class. He is quoted all the time in the
Okay.
book, and there's a picture of him that I will get to.
Okay.
I'm flipping through my book. It's been a while. This is all like bringing back old memories. Drugs. I got to the drug chapter. That's
So the classes are Rocker Boys, Solos, Netrunners, Techs, Med Techs, Medias, Lawmen, Execs, Fixers, and Nomads. It's a lot of classes, really.
yeah, they
Damn, what the
changed.
hell's a
They used to be
fixer?
called corporates, but now they're
I'll
called
read the
execs.
exact description here. Rocker Boys are rock and roll rebels who use performance, art, and rhetoric to fight authority. Solos are assassins, bodyguards, and killers and soldiers for hire in a lawless world. Netrunners are cybernetic master hackers of the post-net world and brain-burning secret stealers. Techs are renegade mechanics and super tech inventors, the people who make the dark future run. Med techs are unsanctioned street doctors and cyberware medics patching up meat and metal alike. Medias are newsmen, media stars, social influencers risking it all for the truth or glory. Lawmen are maximum law enforcers patrolling the mean streets and barbarian warrior highways beyond.
Are we
Judge
talking like
Dredd.
Judge Dredd?
Yes,
All right.
you're talking Judge
Because you
Dredd.
said lawman, I just
So
imagined,
it
like,
used to
the
be
lawyer.
police. It used to be called police, but they changed it to lawman because it could also be something more independent.
Like a
You could be like a sheriff,
a mercenary
Yeah,
company.
it's an archetype that you can fit a character into.
Mhm.
Uh,
I like
But they
it.
also have Solo, which is like assassin.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. They have different kind of motivations. An exec is a corporate power broker and business raider fighting to restore the rule of the megacorps. Fixers are deal makers, organizers, and information brokers in the post-war midnight markets of the street. You're a drug dealer.
Yeah, Midnight Market. That's what they call the black market. They're all fancy. But yeah, fixers are drug
And
dealers. They're
Nomads are transport experts, ultimate road warriors, pirates, smugglers who keep the world connected. Every role has a specific ability that only that role has access to. So, like, a rocker boy has charismatic impact. The rocker boy's role ability is charismatic impact. With this ability, they are able to influence others by sheer presence of personality. They need to be they don't need to be a musical performer. They can be
Yes.
This is Keanu Reeves. This is Johnny
Silverhand.
That's what he looked like in Cyberpunk 2020. This is who he's playing in the video.
They can influence others through poetry, art, dance, or simply their physical presence. They could be a rocker or a cult leader. As they grow in skill, they will be able to affect larger and larger groups and call upon their fans for greater and greater requests of loyalty. A solo has combat awareness as its ability. The solo's role ability is combat awareness. With combat awareness, a solo can call up their training to have an enhanced situational awareness of the battlefield. When combat begins, anytime outside of combat or in combat with an action, a solo may divide the total number of points they have in their combat awareness role ability among a number of combat abilities. If a solo chooses not to change their point assignments, their previous ones persist. Activating some of these abilities will cost the solo more points than others. A netrunner has interface, which is a unique thing. The netrunners basically can get into the fucking internet. Nobody else can do that. Other people can use the internet, but only a netrunner can actually corporeally enter the networks. Liz has a very cover of Fiona Apple's Criminal album look going on with her lighting tonight. Single spotlight slightly off center of the album. She will be playing from a bathtub.
Hey, by the way, that new Fiona
I haven't heard it. Is it good? Oh, really?
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's excellent. Definitely give it a listen.
She's always been wonderful. A tech has the role ability of Maker. A tech's role ability is Maker. Using the Maker role ability, the tech can fix, improve, modify, make, and invent new items. Whenever a tech increases their Maker rank by 1, they gain 1 rank in 2 different Maker specialties of their choice. There are charts that go with all these things, including repairing, upgrading, fabricating, and inventing. A med tech has the role ability of medicine. You can imagine how that one works. Media is an interesting one. Their role ability is credibility. A media's role ability is credibility. The media can not only convince an audience of the truth of what they publish, but will also have a larger audience the more credible they are. Medias also have greater levels of access to sources of information. They are always in the know with their ears to the ground and pick up rumors and information passively, which is pretty cool.
Greg, question. Sorry, John.
You're good.
Do you want us to all have different roles, or are you willing to have?
Let's see what happens in session 0.
I mean, we can double up, but it's like D&D. The roles are like classes. So we have 2 monks here, but it doesn't mean they're the same person. Right. So really, we can be whatever we want, and it will ultimately influence what the game
Since we're talking about Cyberpunk, I had to throw my synthwave music on. So.
Do you have any of the classes that you
No, I think you should play the character you want to play. A lawman has the role ability of backup. With this ability, lawmen can call upon the help of a group of fellow officers based on the lawman's rank and the conditions under which the call is made. The backup will be armed and armored based on their rank. Exec. They changed the way the exec works, apparently. Now they have the role ability of teamwork.
Yeah, they used to have basically you would have the corporate card. You would just, it's called backing. You would just
spend
be able
money.
to
So now the exec has the teamwork ability. Like a real corporate executive, the exec builds a team whose members help them accomplish their goals, whether legal or not. Morale permitting. Team members have a visible job description like secretary or driver, but also have a covert role such as netrunner, bodyguard, or assassin. And actually, somebody said that you could all be rocker boys in the same band. You could all be members of the same band. Only the front man needs to be the rocker boy, right? Or front person who's out in front. Everybody else, your studio cats or whatever, you put on the eyeliner and play the keyboard. You could be a fixer. You could be a netrunner. The netrunner could definitely be playing the synths. You could have the med tech on the drums. Somebody could work security. You could have somebody, literally a member of your crew could be the merch booth. You could have a personal media guy who's just like your paparazzi photog who follows you around, but also publishes articles in that zine. The fixer has the role ability operator. The fixer's role ability is operator. Fixers know how to get things on the black market and are adept at navigating the complex social customs of the street where hundreds of cultures and economic levels collide. Fixers maintain vast webs of contacts and clients who the fixer can reach out to source goods, favors, or information. Then the nomad has the ability Modo. This is an interesting one. Whenever a nomad increases their rank in Moto, they have the option of adding another stock vehicle with minimum specs of their Moto family rank or lower to the pool of family vehicles they have permission to use from the family motor pool, or to make upgrades to one of their current vehicles. Thanks to growing around vehicles since birth, nomads are also able to drive any type of vehicle with tremendous skill. Those are the classes.
Neat.
Pretty
Neat.
Neat.
I gotta turn something down a little bit. So this is Cyberpunk Red, which takes place in 2044. 2077 is the video game that's coming out, I think, this fall.
We don't know.
Oh, we don't?
COVID.
I thought it was for sure.
It's supposed to. Anything can happen.
Okay.
It's supposed to come out, but stuff gets delayed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you guys are gonna have to send me the
I'll make
link
sure
again.
I do. I thought it was coming out this fall.
Moose Dingles. It's replacing D&D. Same bat time, same bat channel. But not Batman, because that's copyrighted. We have permission from our Telsorian. That's super
It is very cool.
I'm like, I'm
I know.
geeking out. I'm really excited. Cyberpunk's
I
fucking
really,
rad.
Yeah.
I think he's a little busy, but I mean, it's super cool. Oh, by the way, I should talk about this.
Is he going to be
Who?
playing with us?
Mike? No.
Who?
Mike Pondsmith will not be playing with us, but it would be neat.
Mike Pondsmith? No. If he did, I'd have a meltdown.
It would be very cool. It would be very, very cool. It'd be extremely height of maximum cool. I have to...
That would basically, yeah, that's pretty...
You know what I should be talking about? You guys know this weekend is Gen Con?
Yeah.
So I'm in
yeah.
it. I'm in the Gen Con.
Yeah,
I'm doing
you're
that
thing.
thing.
It's virtual this year instead of
So here's the deal. I'm
Indianapolis.
finding the link for you right now. No, I don't know where the link went. Shit. He said it was pinned. Doesn't pinned mean it would be at the top?
No, it means you have to look for the
Oh.
pin icon and press it.
So check it out, guys. I'm going to copy and paste this right now. This is Foundry Virtual Tabletop, the virtual tabletop that we use. I'm going to be on their panel at Gen Con. I just dropped it in chat. You should check out that link. It will also be on Foundry Game Server for Gen Con. Nope, that's not it. It will also be on the Foundry... why can't I think of this? The Foundry... the Foundry Twitch account, and also I'm gonna it'll be on Twitch, I guess, and I'll be rebroadcasting it on my Twitch as well. So, oh man, Ari, you like this? This is the After Dark sound.
Can we keep it? Can we? Wow. The
You guys want to see? Hold on, do you guys want to see the After Dark intro? Because when I do my After Dark,
Dude, is this like a Showtime?
all right, hold on a
software
second.
thing? Like, what's
So
happening?
let me kill sound for a second. So if this were an After Dark stream, Ari, since you're not normally around for this, the show would open this way.
No,
There's a long lead in.
we're doing so good at playing
Well, we gotta.
D&D, guys.
I mean, how's Emiliano doing, man? He's having a night, huh?
Meltdown, screaming
Oh wow.
night.
Man, this sucks.
He knew today was a special day. He saved it all up right now.
I'll pet my cat some more. The internet likes that.
My button didn't work.
I mean, are we still in?
We haven't done anything. We're waiting for you guys. Yeah.
Initiative.
We've been talking
Right.
about Cyberpunk. We
Yeah.
literally haven't done anything.
I guess what I'm wondering is, can we just assume Vorian goes last?
Anyway, Ari, you wanted to see the After Dark intro. There it is.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's sweet.
Oh, very
Thank
80s.
you.
Very good.
So now back to Cyberpunk music, I suppose. Yeah, we can probably do that, actually. I guess we can just get going without him. What time is it? It's 10. We've been doing this for an hour. You want that graphic on a hoodie? That's a good idea.
Yeah, a good solid
That
hour.
is a good idea.
We're pretty good at
Yeah.
BSing. So.
Well, it wasn't because, I mean, I figured we would have a conversation about Cyberpunk when we wrapped, because I don't have a ton for tonight, so it's fine. But I don't think I apologize to those of you who have tuned in. You know, this is life, man. This is real life. This isn't scripted. We are not in a studio. There's no tech director over there fixing my audio. This is real life. This is real life with real people playing real D&D.
happening.
Okay. And apparently we're not playing D&D at all. I don't know why that's the voice I go to for that. I'm sorry if it bothers anybody. So let's do the actual D&D. Should this music continue from now, perhaps? So go to combat. And you know what I failed to do here? I did not update this. So hold on one second. Battle mat. Properties. You need to be connected to a different thing.
Connect to a different thing,
Okay.
Greg.
Yeah, that's the DM. That was the DM's view, and I just needed you to be, guys, need to be looking at not the DM's view. Cool. So you find yourselves, you have plumbed the depths of this other dimension. You have slipped through a pool of darkness into a nightmare realm. I can actually hear Emiliano not having fun in the background.
Oh my god.
No, it's not. I'm not complaining. I'm sorry because I've been there. I've been there.
Yes.
Got a lot of feelings.
Got a lot of feelings.
I'm just I feel for the kid. I guess.
Ooh,
I feel
it's
for
a
the
little cold
parents.
there, bro.
Yeah, I feel more for Liz and Aunt.
I get it, because I have a tough time going to sleep, and when my wife is rocking me to sleep
Yep.
and tucks me in, sometimes I just don't want to
Yep.
go to sleep. And she insists, and sometimes I throw a tantrum.
I hear you.
Big deal.
Yeah, man.
She's gonna be really mad that I said this on the internet, but my girlfriend fell asleep at like 8:30 tonight. She was out before we even went live. She's passed out.
My
Yeah.
wife has seen the first
Well, that
15
happens.
minutes of every movie we try to watch together.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
that's actually not entirely true because we've gotten onto a real Dario Argento kick lately. We've been watching a lot of Argento movies. I don't know if you guys got to normalize Goblin. The soundtracks of those movies are key. Goblin is the Italian prog rock band that made the music. You gotta get into Goblin. I'm telling you, Goblin.
Gotta do it.
So, you are in this. There's these dead trees, these twisted, gnarled trees, and the ground is damp with mud. But just beneath the mud, it's like a thin layer of mud over smooth, oily black rocks. And there are oily black rocks that make the tunnels, but there's no ceiling to this cave. Actually, where the ceiling should be, the cave just bleeds into darkness, and above you is a night sky, the Milky Way galaxy, all of the stars of the firmament twinkling above you. And you're standing opposite this pool of absolutely ink. It looks like wet black liquid, and crouched at the opposite side of the pool is a shadow, an actual shadow, and it's very difficult to see because it's so dark. Very difficult to see. And it's also, your eyes, you feel like your eyes are playing tricks on you. You can never decide, is that thing two-dimensional? Is that a shadow stretching across the floor, or does it have form? But at times, it seems to be crouched over a small child, Chorus Redon, who is curled up in the fetal position, sobbing at the shore of this inky black pool. And the shadow, this night mother turns to you very coolly without any... You can't really even see its face. Where its face should be is just blurring shadow, and its head sort of extends upward into infinity and bleeds into the darkness of the night sky. All of its edges are diffuse and impossible to tell. You just can't get a fix on it, but you can feel its eyes on you. This music is no longer appropriate. We have to turn this off. I know, but it's not good. It's not good.
The infinite cosmos and that was working for me. My cat is literally climbing my utility shelf. This is ridiculous.
And it looks at you, and it says, in your heads, silently, no words, only psychic emanations come from it. Welcome to my domain.
I think back. I am not impressed.
And as it says that, it just takes its hand and slides it through the child, who twists and writhes in agony. And you see the shadow kind of swell and grow in that moment. Just almost imperceptibly, minutely.
Calric's gonna say out loud, "What are you?" Because she didn't introduce herself.
I think
or anything,
in the last
right?
session she said I think she did, but I'm retconning that. No.
She did.
No.
Okay.
I need to look up something here really quickly. What is its movement? It's 40. Again, without really paying you too much attention, it responds.
Hey, Greg, can you throw me? Sorry,
Oh, what's wrong?
Sorry. Can you throw me in
You're
the
not in
the
here?
map? I'm not in there.
You're not? You're back here. Hold on. Well, you should be. I see you right here. I don't know why.
All right, just can't.
You know
see
why?
it.
Because you're in the dark and you don't have a. I'll just move you up.
There I am.
Somebody's got a torch
Thanks.
over here, and you were in absolute darkness.
Yeah, I have one.
It's just because you hadn't physically tweaked your guy over last session. So for Moose, by the way, there should be an overlay. The D&D Beyond overlay is up, and you can see that we are third level players here. And you can also see who their classes are, their abilities, all kinds of information. It doesn't pay you much attention, Calric, but you feel its answer. Everybody feels its answer. It's a simple, kind of wistful, a shadow of my former self. And it again sort of slides its hands through the child, who twitches in agony.
Yeah, at that point, Aelith is like, and you are about to become less, and I want to attack. I'm attacking the shadow. It's
Going right for the combat.
kid.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not unreasonable. Let me just make sure that
Yeah.
everybody's here who needs to be here. We've got Vorian, Calric, Unadove, Trevor,
Friends?
Aelith. Yeah, friends should be here, correct?
Yeah, Greg, I don't know if the overlay is on, by the way. And
It's
Friend
really
should be
weird.
here. He might be on the same square as me, which I do frequently.
Then I'll
Yeah,
delete
here
my
he
second
is.
friend.
You almost killed friend last.
It's pretty
time. I
weird
remember
that.
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody
He's
else
fine.
saying that the overlay is so Evan Hoffman, the overlay is working? Because I got a notification that it was working. So
I got no D&D overlay
It's
here.
working for me. Oh wow, that was big shit.
oh,
It's looking
Rubin,
good
I
to
don't know
me.
what you just said, but it sounded like pizza. Now I just want to eat a lot of pizza.
No, I said, ooh, that was a
Yeah.
big sip. I just drank a bunch of.
I didn't hear
After the stream is over, anybody want to eat a pizza and watch a movie? It's my birthday. I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Let's do it, man. We should all just do it.
Aelith stepped into this shadow dimension to rescue a child from shadow demons because her patron sent her
You think
dreams.
those were from her?
She's
Yeah, no, you're
I mean,
not. That's a reasonable assumption. So I'm.
my yeah.
Oh, I have to end the previous combat. I never did. And now.
Re-rolling initiative.
Let's begin the next combat. So everybody should roll.
No surprise round, I presume.
No. Tree.
Come on.
Free action.
Nice.
I call out to Una Dove. Magic works best on these things. Your sword.
Yeah. That's a reasonable.
You have a magic sword. Nobody else does. So
Ooh.
stab the shit out of it.
Do it.
That seems not unreasonable.
You're our tank now.
No, she's the aggro.
She's your glass. She's your glass cannon.
She's the glass cannon. Well, maybe I'm the glass cannon.
Okay, so I just want to see where did
She's our rogue.
Orion hasn't rolled yet, and the boy doesn't actually even go into initiative. Can I just remove him? Yeah. I'll roll for Vorian now. Vorian is towards the bottom. What's the situation there looking like, Liz? Should we proceed?
We should proceed.
You're muted.
She's
There you go.
nodded in the
Should
affirmative.
proceed?
Well, there you go. There's your
Heyo.
proof. Yep, there you go.
You're looking at your. That's
So
fine.
we got our answer.
So
got our answer.
the mother begins. She has the highest initiative. I'm trying to think about what she would do.
Bring it. I mean, she's just the. She's doesn't really have a physical form. She's just the shadow. Correct?
Yeah, it's like it's
Still,
hard. Sometimes you're sure it's really physically there, like a blot of shadow, like a clot, like ink in the air. Sometimes it just feels projected. It's like your brain can't make sense of what you're seeing.
again, Aelith is shouting, "We need magic to destroy this thing."
Well, since you're shouting that,
Would it be, Greg? Would it be an action if I yelled out like?
Wait, not shouting, telepathically communicating. But she would probably hear it anyways.
If I
can't
yell out like
telepathically-
what?
communication is a free action. You can say anything you want.
Okay. I'm going to say so. Trevor holds up his torch towards the darkness. That is the
Trevor, do you have a torch on?
this I should
I do.
this entity, and
Oh fuck! I'm in the light now.
I say, "Foul beast,
Gotta get away from Trevor.
tell us, in the name of all that is, all that is good, and fights all that is darkness. Tell us your weakness."
I
don't know.
literally said
It's worth a
magic.
shot.
We need magic.
In a blink, I'm in the wrong mode here. I gotta turn that thing off. In a blink, it glides, transmutes itself across the chamber, and is now coming out of that pool to be in touch with Vorian, whom was basically closest, and it will attack Vorian with its claw.
This is fair. This is the penalty for being absent. Absent players get hit.
Yeah. Quick, Gorian. Aim to not kill it.
So,
I'm attacking the darkness.
How many attacks does it have? That's the one thing I have to wonder about here. Because it surprises me.
Vorian
Shit, I'm seeing something in there.
armor 17
Yeah,
for Vorian.
I see that. Don't worry about that. My question is,
alright,
how
cool.
many attacks is this thing supposed to have? Because it would surprise me if it doesn't have multi-attack, but if it doesn't have multi-attack, it doesn't have it. It doesn't have it.
So sometimes, like, if it's a basic claw attack, it might have multi-attack, but if you used an ability, the ability is not multi-attack. The ability is the action. Multi-attack is a separate action.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Quick, somebody throw friend
I'm kind of using it the wrong way. Neat.
Friend is here already. Friend's invisible.
So it glides across the pond and goes to touch Vorian, but misses somehow. And now Trevor goes.
All right. Trevor, not knowing what this entity is, he just starts blindly hacking into the air.
Just not even at it, just in anywhere.
No, he's just gonna come right there to the edge and just start hacking.
Well, the thing is here. It's not right here.
Wait, where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this?
Down here, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he comes down here.
So you're walking into the inky blackness?
Yeah.
Oh, Greg, tell me what happens. I gotta know.
Trevor, you should make a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
He's a fighter, everyone. So
Wisdom.
Wisdom's a strong suit. Wisdom save.
He's a wisdom-based fighter.
I mean, not that you have proficiency in it, but
A saving throw?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Seven.
That was not 13.
Nope.
I won,
You take
right?
4 psychic damage, and you are terrified. You have been feared.
Oh, shit.
Right. Essentially, as soon as you touch that liquid, I don't know specifically what Trevor's greatest fear is. Probably the sounds of his men dying in the last war that he had to hang up his armor for. You're back. You recall that the taste of your blood in your mouth, the sounds of your soldiers dying is ringing in your ears. It is aching in your soul, and you are gripped with dread and panic in that moment.
And how do I decrease my wisdom?
Please, someone else explain this.
No, you took 4 damage.
Don't do that.
You took 4 damage. That's it.
4 damage. Okay.
And you're scared of the shadow thing.
Yes.
Greg. So Trevor was holding a torch. He moved right up to the shadow demon. How did
Do torches emit bright light? Oh,
yes,
shit.
for 20 feet, and then dim
that's
light
actually a
for
big
20.
deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not to metagame, but I'm helping you out.
Plus, he walked into it because I have a torch and Vorian's 5 feet in front of me.
Oh, that's my mistake.
Yeah.
Fuck, I really screwed up here, guys.
It.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, I feel like an idiot.
It's alright.
What a dummy.
Well, first off, it's very much
firebomb.
corporeal. You can see it. You feel its presence in this shadow. The void of light where it is very apparent. But it doesn't seem very pleased about that light. It doesn't actually have a tremendous effect on it that it would like. That doesn't cause it pain or anything like that. So a frightened creature, this is for you, Trevor, has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within sight. The creature can't move willingly closer to the source of its fear. Your fear is actually keyed to this pool. not to the shadow. So you can move out of the pool on your next turn and make a wisdom save of DC 10, and you will be unfeared of the pool.
And that's before
Yeah.
any
Yeah, we'll say that happens at
action?
the start of your turn. Okay. Sorry, Trevor, you've lost this turn, it seems. Well, you are standing right next to it, so I suppose you have an attack. I suppose you can make an attack. There's nothing.
He can at
you can attack
disadvantage.
with disadvantage. That's right. Yeah.
He just can't move closer. So if it moves away,
But actually,
he can't.
he has to move out of the pool. Is what his fear is. It's not the fear of the creature.
So if he does he have any movement left?
That's what
He
I
can
think.
still
Yeah.
attack then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and in disadvantage
Roll twice and take the lower.
10.
That's misses. Your sword slides through nothing.
Oh, I rolled twice.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's what disadvantage is. It's roll twice and pick the lower number.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so it did that.
Moment, please. Which? So, yeah, okay, Aelith is up.
Yeah, Aelith is up. That's cool. Cool. She's gonna shoot it with one of her spells. I'm deciding which one it should be. She's gonna, you know what? I need yeah, let's do it. A wisdom save from the Shadow Demon as I cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. It's at disadvantage, actually. Failed.
It takes 14 psychic damage. And it is terrified of me and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me. So
it hasn't used its actions, its reaction, so I suppose it can.
It has to, and that provokes attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Which means Orion and Trevor should be able to make more attacks.
Trevor, make a disadvantage attack.
Here we go.
And I hiss in deep speech, cower before the power of the Elder.
You just hear like a shrieking nightmare in your head. A 9 does not hit. I'm kind of... I feel like we need to wait for Mr. Vorian.
I mean, we roll for him. Roll, he would do an unarmed strike or a quarter... No, you do a quarterstaff strike, whatever his melee weapon is.
Yeah, I got it. I'll pull up a sheet now.
He would just make a basic melee attack.
No, I don't think he has any of his attacks in here. Here we are, quarterstaff. A 14 hits.
Wait, where did the...
Oh, shit. All my stuff is set to... Hold on a second. I don't know why my stuff is hidden. I gotta fix that.
Where did the Night Mother
back into
go?
the shadows.
I scared it, and it ran away from me.
Oh, I see you're back there. Okay.
So that'll be like, what, 4? Okay. Okay, and he did. He managed to land a little bit of a blow on it, sort of. All right. Calric is up. What's it gonna be, Calric?
Calric is immediately making a run for the child. So I'm going to Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm going to beeline it. Why can't I move my guy?
I don't know.
Ugh. Yeah, I have no control over him.
Huh. Let me check.
That's right. If you want to just move me,
Well,
because
no,
I'm going to use
we
my action
we
to
gotta
run,
fix that.
or I mean, move in my action to.
John is Calric. Player config. Okie dokie. Calric difference. Trigger permission. John is the owner. I'm just gonna drop you in a second time. I bet that'll fix you.
Cool.
Do you have a control now? Can
No.
you just refresh real quick?
Refresh.
Howdy, Frankenfurter.
Talk. Here we go. Loading. Close. Dismiss. Turn on. Here we go. Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna beeline it up
Dippins
this
is the action hero. Do
this
it.
way. Dun, 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 which gets me to about here with my normal movement. Although my light's not traveling with me. Why can't I do that?
But your
I'm
light's
just gonna
not
turn that
traveling with
on.
you? Oh, probably because I just dropped you in again.
No, it did. Yeah. And then I'm gonna use my action to dash over to the child and wrap my arms around it. Does anything happen when I touch it? Is it a boy or a girl?
Of course, is a boy.
Try to tell.
Yeah, that's 20 feet
Okay.
of movement, by the way, what
All
you
right.
just did.
You mean 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, no, I'm sorry,
35,
50 feet.
40.
50 feet. I'm looking at this thing the wrong way.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, so it's 5. Grab the boy. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, which will leave me back here with the child. Yeah, so actually, I'm going to put myself over here behind Unadove.
So you're cradling this boy?
Yeah, just fireman carry or whatever,
Sure,
right over the
sure.
shoulder. Sack of potatoes.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on a second. That is Chorus. Let me just make sure I understand who Chorus is, because I have a whole write-up on each of these characters, and I'm just going to confirm that I'm...
He was a small blonde
little boy,
child.
Yeah. I think he's like an 11-year-old boy.
Yeah, it was a little blonde boy.
Is it done? The child slumbers? Anthony, your child sleeps. Do you use...
Yes.
How many train
Do you
cards
use-
did you use?
How many what?
How much
Drink
time?
dark.
Do you use Enter Sandman as a bedtime story?
Maybe that's why he didn't fall asleep.
Enter night. Exit.
I assume we're in combat with the Night Mother now.
Yeah. It tried to hit you. It didn't. I scared the crap out of it with Dissonant Whispers. It ran away. We took opportunity attacks. You hit with your quarterstaff.
Of course.
That's where we're at. And, Dippin's got the kid.
Got the kid.
Oh. Icing on the cake. I mean, primary objective.
Right.
Game
Game over.
actually,
You
for
beat a
once,
stupid
it
game.
is Ayla's primary objective.
Put on.
Shit.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be dead before you can be Vorian.
Chorus is an 11-year-old wiry
Hey.
lad who is easily intimidated. He's just like sobbing and crying.
Yeah, that's fine.
What does that sound like, Greg? Somebody console him.
We're getting straight up out of here first.
Actually, is that the one whose mother died? Where'd my notepad go? My notepad. Where's my actual notepad? What? Hang on a second. What the hell? Oh, probably because I rebooted. Yeah, derp. How do I... Notes? There we are. Jeez, man. Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh. That was stupid of me.
Can the chat hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Everybody can hear you. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm...
No.
Oh, people in the chat can't
What?
hear him.
Why can't they hear you? Of course they can.
Wait.
Some of them can, some of them can't.
I think his mother is dead. I think Shibble is the one who died.
Well, good thing we're getting the kid out.
Yeah.
Being an orphan builds character.
I think the dad is.
Being an orphan builds character.
Wait a minute.
Unadov,
All right,
what is your? I'm sorry.
Greg, I'm gonna drop off the Skype and come back to see if that fixes
What
the
delay?
delay
I
issue.
don't think it will, but okay.
All right. So, do I have enough movement to get to the shadow demon?
No, it's not your turn. I'm
Say-
sorry. I was gonna ask you a
Oh.
question. No, it's not your fault.
All right.
I was confusing. I was gonna ask you a question, but I decided not to.
Stay in suspense.
Greg, do you have the ability to just pop people into initiative? Like somewhere
yeah, sort of.
specific? Because I was up after Aelith, but now that I'm not on the
Yes, you are.
initiative anymore. No,
Yeah, you are.
I don't see my name on there.
What about now?
Nope.
No, I don't see him.
I mean, it's not a big deal for me. I know I go after Aelith, so.
Actually, whatever I just did just screw it up. Now I don't see you at all.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's because I can't. I dropped out and came back in.
All right, whatever.
Happy birthday, Greg.
Happy birthday.
Oh, now I see everybody in initiative except for Calric.
Okay, there you are. Now you see yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so much fun.
Oh man. Aelith. Good job scaring that thing away, because I thought for sure I was gonna get my life sucked out of me trying to rescue this child.
You still might. It's not slayed yet.
So, Unadov,
Do we still
you
have-
see this floating shade, a shadow kind of congeal up off the floor in front of you. And for a brief moment, it thinks that you can't see it, but then it can feel your eyes on it. And it will attack you.
I would prefer not, but okay.
Yeah. Can we opt out of that?
Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah. Yeah.
These
it
guys
does.
are only a CR half, so I'm trusting the book on this one, but boy, they have some... They're not a joke, man.
Our half at level 3 is still pretty
Yeah.
potent.
So it does 6 necrotic damage to you.
That's
No.
That's not good. All right, I'm
And
looking rough. Oh no.
your strength is reduced by 4.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
So it just
Hit it with
rolls
the
up on you
sword.
and it like runs its hands through you, and you feel your life be draining from you.
All right. All right.
Did you manage to modify your strength?
Yeah, I
Okay,
did
thank
that
you.
on Foundry.
And now
Where is this thing in initiative?
it should
Or
be
is it not?
invisible. It should be visible on initiative, right?
See a shadow. There we go. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
and now
it's
this
two of
one
them.
is doing the same thing to Calric. It comes up, it just appears out of the vapors behind him and runs its hands through him. You just hear,
All right. You can try.
does an 18 hit you?
God damn it! Yes, by 1.
9 damage. 1 strength
Rumble.
damage.
That's a lot.
How much hit points do you have? Oh wow, not many. 9 damage is a lot. Yes, I apologize. 1 strength damage. Friend is up.
I
Cool,
wonder if
that's
there's
my
a
Raven. My Raven is going to. So we don't know where the big bad went. All I see are these little things. I'm gonna send friend for a little flyby. There we go. Now I got friend. It's gonna grant me advantage on attack against that shadow, and then it's gonna fly back to me. And that is friend's turn, and friend is invisible.
I feel like it would be helpful if D&D Beyond had a way to just quickly do that, like under conditions. You could put like strength penalties.
So it's
or
not going to be in D&D Beyond.
You know what I mean?
There's definitely ways to do all of that in Foundry VTT using a module called Combat Utility
nice.
Belt, but I barely have scratched the surface for it. I've set it up so that, for instance, when I drop something to 0 hit points, it automatically applies unconscious to them, for example. There's a lot of things you can do with it that are like really advanced, and I'm only like so at it. And John, you're out of focus.
Yeah.
And by the way, just for everybody to remember, I'm going to be at Gen Con, which is crazy, this weekend. And I just dropped it in the chat there. You should check that out. August 1st, 4 p.m. Saturday, and 4 p.m. Eastern. About 2 hours. Check out that link.
I'll have to check that out.
I'm excited for this.
Yep, and it'll be here too.
There's a lot of cool stuff.
I can't believe I'm like, it's pretty weird to me. It's pretty crazy to me that I'm like in the Gen Con. I'm in it. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I went last year as an exhibitor, and it's strange. It's strange
Yeah,
being
and I'm
on
not
the other
going
side.
anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here. But you know.
Yeah, you don't have to go. You don't have to go to Indiana. I had to go to Indiana.
Consider yourself
Vorian is
fortunate.
up.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone in Indiana.
No, it's okay. Indiana's pretty boring.
Don't fuck it up.
All right, so recap. So recap me. Which direction did the shadow?
So the shadow
run before it
ran
disappeared?
to the degree that you were able to determine in that direction. Did you
Like
see
over
that?
here, right?
Did you see my ruler?
Yeah, I see where you're heading. Okay, so off screen. Well, my friends are in pretty dire straits here. So, have either of these shadows been hit yet?
No.
Okay.
That's
what
a
is
boy.
this?
That's not a dead thing.
here.
That's a placeholder for a 11-year-old boy who's actually in Calric's hands.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who's hurt worse, Calric or
Nobody's in good shape.
Undev? Nobody's in good shape. All right.
I have 3 left. I mean, I'm looking
have-
so disgusting.
4, but he's protecting the boy. He
So
probably
I'm going
needs
to.
it.
What do I have here? All right, that's good. All right, I'm going to shoot a radiant sunbolt at the shadow that is attacking Calric, and that does a 10 hit.
An armor? No.
Okay, then I am going to. Let's see.
But I will say this:
Never mind.
when your sunlight explodes from your fist, everybody in the room feels all of the entities here shriek in collective horror. And you can feel them psychically in your minds, like screaming nightmare. Away! They don't like that.
Yes, Florian.
This would be a good
More
time
of your power.
to spend a key point and to fire 2 more of those as my bonus action.
Can you throw those at multiple targets, or do you have to pick one target? I forget.
Well, let's see.
I believe he can pick independent targets for each
I believe
So you can
I
do them one at a
yes.
time.
So what do we have here?
They're separate attacks. Like, yeah, you can... Laser beam monk.
Hammer Spaceman, I had to make you a VIP. You are out of control. 115 subs you've gifted today. You are a maniac. What the fuck?
Thanks, bud. He's one of my. He's a real life friend. He's a good dude.
Yeah, I can make the special attack twice as a bonus action. All right, there we go. So yeah, so first I'm going to go with this one again.
I heard a child.
Whoops. Yeah, that
really?
wasn't mine.
Nope. Then not this time.
It's probably the
Who
neighbors.
else?
The house is pretty.
Is your house?
good.
Is it a haunted house?
Not my. It's no. I got a furry thing. That's all I
I
got.
want to clarify that.
I was gonna say
Maybe
somebody
you,
has a
Greg.
stray child.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. All right, that was a
God
critical
damn it.
failure.
Yeah, those tend to not to work.
Oh.
We have to roll the critical failure table.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
Oh, shit. Fuck. What is the range of your attack?
30 feet.
Okay. Here's what happens. I have special rules for this.
Oh no.
No.
Hey, you know, a random
It could.
creature could be
It could.
this one.
So it's Trevor is 1. This shadow is 2. Calric is 3. Unadov is 4. And the other shadow is... actually, it can't be the one that you were intending to target. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to roll D4. /R.
No.
Don't laser beam and sneeze at the same time.
Hope for a 4, guys. A 4 is the shadow. Trevor is 1. Calric is 2. Unadov is 3. Here it is. Trevor gets blasted.
So I'm afraid and I get blasted?
Wait, you
Yeah,
have to
Trevor,
make
make a dexterity save.
Okay.
Thank God that wasn't me, because he would have killed me.
I don't know. Oh, there it is.
Same.
I know, that would have been bad. But
Oh my God, Unadub, how low are you?
4.
Oh man.
And do I roll at disadvantage because I'm in fear?
no, I don't think so.
Normal.
That saves.
16.
Yeah,
You do not get hit.
succeeded. Well, what's your attack bonus, Vorian?
Okay.
Yeah.
My attack bonus?
When you do that, it's like D20 plus what?
Let's see, +6.
Wow, you just barely saved. Because you had a DC 16 to save. That might be overkill. Maybe DC is 10 plus attack bonus might be too much. Okay.
All right. Moving on. I'm gonna do it again. I can't possibly
No,
roll
you
worse
can't.
than that.
I hope.
Where'd my sunbolt go? There we go. Does a 13 hit the damn thing?
It does.
All right. He takes 7 radiant
14
damage.
radiant damage.
I like that.
That sounds better.
Finally, you connect. These blasts of sunlight come ripping from your fist. The shadows are like they're so hard to see because there's so much light. You know, there's just like barely outlines of them. Greg, DM only in the Maltese Falcon style in the war. Last night we were reading on my stream. And you just hear this horrifying shriek as the shadow that is standing behind Calric completely obliterates and rips apart before kind of slowly reforming back into itself. And that is your turn, Vorian.
All right, cool. That is.
Unadov goes.
All right. So I am not looking good right now, but
One's dead.
I've got this thing in front of me that just stabbed me, or
This one.
not stabbed, just
touched you. It touched you with its
ghost arm
sad
in
powers,
me or
its
whatever.
sadness.
Yeah.
Touched you with
they're
sadness.
basically death. Or one of those things. Those. No, not Death Eaters. The
Eaters?
fucking Dementors. That's kind of how they're described.
All right. Well, I'm hitting it back with my magic sword.
The Blade of Blackness.
Yes. And I will attack.
Is that a crit?
24.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes.
For 10 damage. And what does this say?
Wow, that's the
Ooh.
big crit.
Wait, the target
No, it won't be
weapon
because
is
it's
destroyed?
magic, but that's typically how that's supposed to work. So the
Oh.
idea is that your weapon. Oh, the target's weapon is destroyed. I'm sorry. No, you would rend its weapon if it had a weapon. It does not have a weapon. There is a critical attack that is so hard that you would destroy your own weapon if it's not steel or magic. But that's a different thing. And then you do like maximize damage and shit, or maybe even triple damage. So you roll critical damage. It's a normal crit for all intents and purposes. If this person had a sword, you would have destroyed it. You would have rendered their weapon.
Okay. I've already used all my special magical things, so thanks to fancy footwork, I can get away without an opportunity attack, which I'm going to do. What? I did. It was 10.
10.
Sorry. No, I missed it.
Roll
I
again
missed it. I'm sorry.
Or maybe.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, you feel it. Like it's this thing that's not there, but when your sword touches it, it feels like you're stabbing into flesh. You feel the resistance on the handle. Like this thing that you know your other hand would slide through easily, the sword grabs. And it groans. You feel it shrieking. Okay. Yeah, and so use fancy footwork, and where do you go?
I'm going to head over into these trees over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide within these dead tree things.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Roll to hide?
So we know what your number is.
Okay. Yep. So stealth. Normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good roll.
19. I'm sneaky.
So you feared the shadow demon, Ari. Is that permanent?
Yeah, it's just no. It's done. That it just uses its reaction to run away. It's only a level 1 spell.
So.
So it does a lot of damage. It has to run away. It provokes. Basically, what happened was the ideal situation. But now it's back to normal.
I like this music because it sounds like Goblin.
Out to kill Aelith. That's what Greg's thinking.
I don't like the way this measurement is going.
Yeah, I may wind up how to kill Vorian, but like, I know he wants to get me dead.
Yeah.
Be the sole survivor, him and Trevor.
Sir Blue Guy, we are not fighting the undead. We are fighting a demon.
Yeah. A demon. So, Vorian, what is your passive perception? Oh shit, man, you don't even see it. You don't even see it.
My passive perception is 20.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Wisdom.
You don't even see it. You don't even see it.
With a passive of 20?
Hey, Greg rolled a 21.
It's extremely good at hiding, too.
Wow.
Okay, so it hits you
Yes.
for 12 damage.
Okay, that's pretty gnarly.
And I think it has like a special ability on top of that as well. I think.
Called Kill Vorian. I don't want Vorian to die, but That's
Neither
the
do I.
ability on the sheet.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
okay.
God.
Shit. I actually rolled.
Hey, Greg, want to zoom in on the map a little bit when you get a
Certainly.
chance?
I should have done more damage, but that's fine.
I think you did
that's
plenty.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
you're
fine.
good.
Okay. That's its turn. Trevor's up. What's your passive
Let's do it.
perception? 14. Passive investigation is 10. Okay.
Okay, so I need to make a wisdom check.
No, I think you just need to
Right?
take your. Yeah, you
How do
just
I
need
get
to
out of
move
fear again?
out of the pool. And
Yeah.
and then I think that's it.
Oh. And I'm no
Yeah.
longer in fear? Oh, well, that's nice.
You've removed yourself from the
Yay.
source of your fear.
Great. I no longer see all the dead men that I, through my mistakes,
You shake it off.
are
Shake it
destroyed.
off.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I'll just bury that in my subconscious. No problem. I'm over it. And
That'll never come roaring back in an inopportune moment.
And can I make another move?
Well, you
or
only
that was my
moved.
move?
How much movement did you use? You used what? 5 feet of movement.
I mean,
So you have what's your
Yeah.
movement? 30. You have 25 more feet of movement.
yeah. I'm gonna move
Yeah.
over here
This.
to attack the shadow
Now, when you attack the shadow,
with my
what's it gonna be?
yeah.
Because I got a feeling I know, and I want to hear you say it.
I'm thinking a two-handed longsword smash.
Two
to
hands,
the
longsword
face.
to the face. All right. Oh my God! You rolled a crit.
Keeping it classic. Nice.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
Do it.
You're welcome.
Thank
I
you, Trevor.
decapitated a shadow. Nobody thought it could be
We
done,
don't.
but
We
I
don't know.
did it.
We don't know if that happens
say.
yet.
Wait, Greg, isn't that the shadow
Not
that
dead,
I killed?
bro.
Oh,
Trevor.
It was
You
so
made- you made it-
dangerous when I.
you made it sound like
didn't
he was
even
dead.
Come close.
It's true.
I really took it down.
Yeah. To clarify, Trevor, you did have to drop your torch in order to make the two-handed strike.
That's true.
It doesn't go
That's
out,
a good
but
point.
it's on the
It's
floor.
a fair point.
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
I'm just Hammer Spaceman. Blame him.
DC 10 was it? What's your attack
Thanks, Hammer.
bonus, Trevor? 4?
Appreciate
Okay, I
that.
got it. It probably doesn't matter. Roll damage.
Little, like damage.
wait, that's not crit damage, is it?
Wait, how come you only roll a d10? Plus 2? 5. Okay, I see. That's
No.
not crit damage, no.
Yeah, you got to roll another D10 there, champ.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
2d10.
Yeah, roll. Give me one more.
Give me.
Oh,
Straight up d10.
Just a regular D10. So 2. So it's a 7.
that's fine.
Total of 7.
yeah, a 7.
Trevor, he's just like with pure rage rips through the air with this sword, and this shadow falls apart into ribbons of darkness as he tears through it. It is gone, obliviated. You feel it shrieking in your mind as it is cast into the abyss. You feel it shrieking in terror as it's pulled away from our plane. Okay. Aelith goes.
Cool. So the guy I was gonna attack is dead. So I'm going to use my other spell slot and cast Dissonant Whispers on the Night Mother again. She only needs to be in range to hear. I do not need to see
dude,
her.
that's fucking crazy.
Nice.
So I need a saving
Orion,
throw
do you have
there.
a torch on?
of the wisdom variety.
A torch.
Do I have what?
Okay.
No.
But no, wait, no, there shouldn't be any bright light by him then.
Yeah, 14
Oh,
saves.
she saves. Okay. So she takes half damage and she
What is
doesn't
the
run
half?
away.
It's, you did 11 damage?
6 damage.
Thank you. Okay, is that your turn? Do you have any other actions?
Aleph is going to move back. She's gonna pull around. She's gonna pull around the
Cool.
corner.
Calric,
Yeah.
you're up.
That's her turn.
Okay, so what's up with healing surge? That was a short short rest, right?
It didn't
Did we set
reset. You guys regained 1 die of healing surge on a short rest because of the way that works, and it's a bonus action to use it.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to so it's 7. What was that? 9, 10. So I'm going to heal myself for 10, as I just find like this reserve of strength now, trying to get this child out of here. And I'm going to book it for this door over here, or for the hallway we came down. I'm gonna back up to Aelith here. I'm gonna go behind her, and then I'm going to hold my action and attack anything that comes near us.
Awesome.
So, 10.
As my cat shows his crotch to the internet.
This shadow slips up behind
In true cat
Vorian
fashion.
and attacks him. Does an 11 hit you, Vorian? Does not.
I don't think so.
And then so it misses. You
Not even close.
nimbly
Yeah, he's a
avoid
good-
its attack
Why does it have advantage?
because it's flanking you.
Ah.
Friend goes.
Friend. Okay. Let me select friend. Friend is going to give the help action to Vorian against this shadow, and then with his remaining movement, fly back to Aelith. And that'll be Friend's turn. So, Vorian, you have advantage on your first attack against the shadow.
Okay. And that's my turn now? Oh.
No, I just my imp helped you.
It is not your turn.
Yeah.
Unidove. You feel the presence of another shadow standing behind this tree. And it glides around and attacks you. I hope we don't kill you now.
I have plans. I
know
want
you
to
do.
live.
Oh my god, a 16. Ugh. I really hope it doesn't do a ton of damage. 12 damage!
Oh.
Why does it do that? Hold on a second. Pause.
Oh.
Why does that do that much damage? Is that right? Yeah, 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
That's
and another
rough,
2
man.
strength damage. That's a lot of damage.
Well,
Well, it matters. It matters.
yeah. All right. Ah.
Oh no.
Udo slides down the tree she's been hiding in and just falls into a weak heap on the ground.
You will have to start making saves on your next turn. Oh, wait a second.
It's all right.
Did
we
you
got
use
this.
the temporary hit points from the sword
Just gotta
yet?
beat a 10.
Yep. Last session. I was going to use Healing Surge on my next turn.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
free action.
Yeah, like it's
It's a
free.
free
but
action?
You can do it
like
reactively.
right now, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a bonus.
All right. Then filled with one
Yeah, we'll see.
last.
So hold on a second. You were at 4 minus 12.
Yeah.
You have to clear that hurdle, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
Just
at
gotta get more than 8
Yeah.
hit
negative
points.
8. Okay.
I don't know if
Okay,
you actually
so
can.
it's the equivalent of a short rest.
No, you have
right?
to roll 1 hit die. Well, how many hit dice
just one hit
do you
die.
have to
Okay.
spend? Because you would have 2 total. Have you used your healing surge
Right.
yet? Oh,
No, I haven't used the Healing Surge,
then,
and I
yeah. Then you can use 2
short
hit
rest.
dice right now, and you roll
Okay.
That would be 2d8.
2d8
per row.
plus 2.
Yeah, 2d8.
She got a shot.
10.
10.
So,
There you go. 2 hit points. Still in the
So
game.
I'm up with 2 hit points,
That
but I'm
Awesome,
weak.
man.
2 hit points. Okay. Wow, man, that was
Yeah.
some drama. Whoa!
Oof.
We thought you were going down.
Oof.
That
Okay.
was rough. We're not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, I think it's a bonus action by standard, but we moved it to free because it's that kind of a game. Because it worked well for us. Vorian, you're up.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we have no healers.
It also
Yeah.
doesn't not make this like this game is not brutal. It's plenty brutal. Like it doesn't need that action. That didn't turn your characters into superheroes at all.
Yeah.
No, it really hasn't.
No.
We're still hanging on by a thread.
I mean, Calric has rolled death saves 3
I know.
separate times already, so
Calric the
pretty
unkillable. It's a knock on my
Yeah.
table.
Tarek is not allowed to die.
Vorian,
He
what are
is
you up
our
to, man?
hero.
hero.
All right, is my radiant sunbolt affected by do I get disadvantage if I use
I
it
don't
at close
believe so.
range?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, it's not like a bow. It's like fire from my hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just. Ah,
All right.
Your
yeah.
passive perception is
Karate
20.
noise.
Do you want to take
Yeah.
a perception check since you were... Well, actually, I think that since you were attacked from your front, I don't think it remains invisible.
I was attacked. I should
Yeah.
know which direction I was
Yeah.
I was attacked from. I
Yeah.
see a shadow demon. All right. All right. So I'm going to use my advantage attack on the shadow demon with a
Yes.
radiant sunbolt.
Why do you have advantage?
Because
Yes.
friend is helping me.
Correct.
And
That's right.
I don't think I can. Can I roll that
Yeah.
from Foundry?
Double click on your character, go to features, and then go
Yeah.
to Radiant Sunbolt. It
Radiant
should
Sun-
be there. Maybe it's not. And then click
Yes,
the die,
it
and then
is.
I just loaded it
And-
into the chat panel, and now, oh, it doesn't actually, I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think it was doing it the right way. It just
It should
tells me
actually
what
be
it
an
is.
action, but
So
we have to program
it
it.
should,
Sorry.
right? Okay, but let me
Not show
let
off
me
your tats.
let me do this from here.
Yeah,
I just got to do it
you
twice.
definitely do, because that's a critical miss.
All right, does a 12 hit
It does
that
not.
thing?
Oh man.
All right, then I'm going to use my final key point to take 2 more, or actually,
Has 13 armor class.
all right, I'm going to take my final key to make 2 more radiant sunbolt attacks. First one will be against the shadow, or
Demon.
that one.
It's
The demon.
It takes 6, which I assume is now 12
Correct.
radiant damage. All right. And and I'm gonna do it. Let's see. I'm gonna hit the. How's that demon looking?
Looks
Bad
like a
or
shadow.
good or?
You don't really get a good read on it. No.
Can I tell? All right. Well, I'm gonna hit it again.
16 damage.
So it takes another 16.
Everybody in the room is just seeing like these like enormous explosions of sunlight, shadows, like it's just like blinding as you also simultaneously all hear the psychic shrieking of hell just squealing like a stuck pig in your ears. In a cacophony of shrieking. The form of it is ripped to pieces as you blast light holes through it, and it's like knitting itself back together.
And so
Is that the end of your turn?
I'm not quite sure. So I think what I want to do is I want to roll. I'm going to use my healing surge to get some hit points because I'm feeling really energized by tearing the shit out of this thing.
You don't need to justify it. You can just do it.
All right. Well, yeah,
Flare.
but flare. So I roll a d. What is my hit die? I'm trying to see what my hit die is. It's not here. It's hidden somewhere.
What's the hit die for Monk,
What?
Rubin? David? All right, David. Thank you.
D8.
Okay. Where just?
And you have a +2 Constitution.
How do I just?
Constitution.
Yeah. How do I just roll
/ R. 1d8 +2 in your case.
There we go. All right, so I get 10
Correct.
hit points back.
Nice.
That's a good one.
All right, and I'm going to now. I only pull an opportunity attack if I step out of their range, right?
Yep, that is correct.
Oh, that would do that. You know what? I think I'm gonna. No. All right. I will. I'll stay where I am. I think I could take them.
All right. Unadov, you are up.
All right. Well, stab this thing right in front of me first. That is the
Certainly
priority.
Is. It's
Or 7 damage with my magic sword.
You feel the meat of it giving
And
way.
then
The meat.
I slip away. Fancy footwork. 1. And I'm going to use my bonus action to dash down this hallway.
Get the fuck out of there, man.
And yeah. And I'll just kind of shout to my friends on the way out, like, focus on the night, mother. And I run away.
Did we have a short rest before we came in here?
No.
Okay, I'm just trying to remember.
No, we did. Short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a short rest back when we were in the... well,
Not
we
before
went
this
into the
combat.
maze.
Yeah, before the maze.
Yeah. Not before this combat.
I'm just trying to remember how whether I forgot to reset my key or whether I used one between the short rest and this combat.
You did have another combat, so probably you did. I can't
Sounds
exactly
like it.
answer that question for you.
No.
I have been attacking the shadow lady.
Is that in character? Aelith is just like, I have been. What do you think I'm doing?
Hello.
I mean, she's kinda, yeah. She's
All right.
she's the one who's like, kill it with magic. Please kill it with magic. Kill it with magic.
All right. That brings us back to the demon, who takes a half a step there and is going to attack you, Vorian.
Mm-hmm.
24 hits.
Yes, it does.
And it rolls different damage when it has advantage. $21 damage.
Holy shit. Okay, that brings
It
me
just
down
takes
to
both
1.
of its hands and reaches inside of you. And you are plagued with visions of your monastery, of your parents being killed, and the loss you felt then as you become inducted into the monastery, and then you watch the monastery burn, and everything is taken from you all over again, and you are just plagued with this nightmare as it drains your psychic energy. Trevor, please go.
That sounds terrible.
Okay. And okay, I'm gonna run over
Some
to.
hiss here in someone's microphone, but I don't know whose.
I'm going to run over
Oh, that's you.
to. Well, now I'm on top of it. This guy right here.
You do have
Behind
advantage.
Vorian. I'm going to. Oh, did I already do it? Whoops. Attack. Advantage.
Hits.
15. And here's my damage. Normal. 8.
You feel your sword slashes through the air, disrupting its form momentarily.
Yeah.
You feel nothing. You feel like you've just swung at vapor.
Bummer.
But it does disrupt the form somewhat.
That doesn't make me feel any
Aelith
better.
is up.
I am? Okay. Aelith is going to step out here. She sees the shadow thing. She's going to cast Eldritch Blast at the shadow thing.
It's
That's
That
a
hits.
24 to hit and 7 force damage.
I believe it takes force damage as normal. I'm checking now.
It's magical, so it should take the damage anyways.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, 7 damage. Your green fire erupts from your staff and ripples across the room. We decided, I think, last session that that's what your shadows look like here.
In this plane, yes,
No,
they don't
yeah,
look
it's
like shadows.
snakes of green fire go flying across the room and bury themselves, disappear into the shadow, which you hear shrieking in agony. Calric is up, unless you had other actions to perform, Aelith.
I'm I'm gonna pull back behind cover.
Pull yourself back.
So, I'm gonna put the boy down in this corner right here,
sure.
this little nook.
Put the boy down.
Is he like coherent?
He's just sobbing uncontrollably.
Or is he like knocked out cold?
He tries to not let you put him
like
down either. He claws at you as you try to force him down on the ground.
Okay. And they're like, no, it's okay. Like, I'm gonna hide. I need you to hide here.
No!
And then there's like, stuff him into the corner, throw some rock
He's
in
like
front of him.
apoplectic. He cannot be consoled. It's okay.
And I just, I scream over, I just yell over it to Aelith. Aelith, make sure nothing gets through here. And then I'm gonna go, move my way into the room, see what exactly.
I look down at the child. All will be well.
This was a bad idea.
Aleph with the bedside manner.
I'm gonna come charging in. I'm gonna move all the way up
You move
to
that
here. Well, I move 40, but with my bonus action,
Wow.
I can use my key, which I will use, so I can get up there. To use my dash as a bonus action, and then I'm going to attack with my short sword.
Yeah. Guess you can do that. That's cool.
8 to hit.
Misses.
All right.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Shadow is attacking Trevor.
Shit.
Does 10 hit you? No. Okay, that's
No.
his turn. That was it. Friend goes.
Oh, okay, friend is gonna go. All right. Okie dokie there. Who do we got? What do we got going on? That is Trevor. That is Vorian. Friend is going to help Trevor
Okay.
with an attack, and
Okay.
then pull back to Ayla.
This shadow comes gliding up to you, Trevor, and attacks. .22 hit.
On. That's
does
not
hit, right?
helpful. Great. That hits.
And your
That
strength
hits.
goes down by 1, and you take 13 hit points of damage.
Strength or
You lose
health?
13 hit points plus 1 strength of. You lose 1
Yeah.
point of strength.
Yeah, so your strength score goes down by
I don't know
1.
what was your hit points at. You did. There's no possible way that you. You were
was
almost
30.
full health. Let me handle this for you. Minus 13, and then I'll take your strength down to 13. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. By the way, all that strength
You mean I can't be at
you
negative
can, but
13?
you will be dead. All that strength damage undoes on the first short rest you guys take. By the way, it's not permanent. Vorian is up. Can't hear you, Anthony. Got no sound.
You're muted.
I'm muted.
Vorian's just in shock.
Nice. Just blown away. You're still, yeah, there you go.
I got a little bit of a lag behind my
It's okay.
click here. Vorian, I think, is going to take the disengage action.
Okay.
Does that double my movement?
Just
or I
means that you
regular
don't get
movement?
attacks of opportunities.
It's regular movement, but you don't provoke attacks.
Got it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I think it, anyway. So I go back there. That's probably
Okay.
40-ish feet.
That's your turn.
Alright. That's my turn. Yeah.
Somebody's microphone is open and a lot of noise back there. Is it me?
What was it mine?
I don't know who it is.
Wait.
Not moi.
Better now. Just went away. Somebody changed something. Oh, sorry, Liz. But now I can't hear you at all when you speak. This is a catastrophe.
Wait, what?
Calric, you are being attacked by a shadow.
Oh man, is this a new one? Son of a bitch.
Does an 8 hit you? No. So it just sweeps at the air feebly and misses you.
Do we notice her make any move or gesture or anything like that when these things start coming out of the wall?
Unadov goes.
Okay.
All right.
I can't hear you at all now.
She said all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be really close, awkwardly close to this microphone. 5, 15, 20. All right, that 25 is all my movement. Or 30. Yeah, I can't get up to the Night Mother, but I can stab this thing right here, which I will do.
Now you're sounding good.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it out.
Attack. Flanked? Does that count?
Yes.
Where are you? This one you're flanked with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're flanked on.
Surrounded by 3 of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That hits.
21. Well, you know what? I'll roll it again.
It hits. In case it's a critical.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
In case it's a crit. Just in case. That would not have helped. Okay. So damage is normal. I do 4 damage. I'm still very
The shadow,
weak.
as soon as you plunge your sword, you're using the black blade, I assume. As soon as the blade plunges into the shadow just melts into liquid and pours across the floor.
Does it go back to the pool?
Sure. The last one evaporated. Like, they're just dying in different ways. They're not. There's nothing special going on there.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna use my bonus action to run away.
Run away! That was for my Venture Brothers fans.
Calric, you are being attacked by the demon.
Okay. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
What's your
Please don't
armor?
hit me.
17. Has
17.
advantage. 20!
No.
That's really bad. Yeah,
Dirty
it does 20. A lot of
20.
damage when it has advantage.
Oh,
You guys are
no.
not supposed to let this thing ever get advantage on you. Once you saw that happen once. Alright. 4d6 plus 3 damage coming at you.
46. Why
When
4?
it has advantage, it has a different stat block. That's why it fucked up Vorian so bad.
Fuck me.
Roll.
We gotta bounce, guys. I think we gotta bounce. Run away!
Wait.
I already started.
6 plus 3. 18.
Oh, I'm dropped.
Calric's downed.
Let's be on the floor.
Fuck. Trevor, you're up. Can't hear you, Trevor.
You muted. Mute.
Okay. All right. We're all good. Everything's perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get away from this shadowy mess over here to my left. I'm going to run over, full swing, two-handed, to the Night Mother. I'm just going to go for it. That's what he would do, and
do
that's
it,
what
man.
I'm going to do.
Hits.
17. Nice. Damage. Wait, no, wrong one. Shit. Balls.
What's wrong?
Fuck. 4.
Your sword slides through where you expect to find it, but you don't feel like it's biting anything. It just slips through the air. It doesn't seem to enjoy it very much. It groans in your mind. Aelith,
Mind grown.
make it count, baby.
Yo, Trevor, you still have one of those fire bombs, right?
Woohoo!
I don't have that.
All right. I'm
I gave
gonna
you one.
attack
You
the
should.
Night Mother. Yes. With an
yeah,
Eldritch
you're right.
Blast. And hope I don't suck.
Aelith, put the crown on her.
Oh, damn.
It's for mummies, man.
It's like a really
It's a mummy
specific.
crown. I rolled a 7.
I'm so sorry to
To
inform you
hit.
that is in fact a miss.
So Aelith's gonna go back
That was
behind
a bad
cover
time to miss.
and pull the child up to his feet and hold his hand and say, "Be prepared to flee."
Calric, make your save.
All right, I gotta type it. Oh, 1d20.
Oh no! Oh no! He's failed his first save.
Oh wait, can I roll this? Oh, I can. Oh man. Oh. All right, guys. It's not the first time we've been down this road.
That's
Or the
one bad
second.
save.
Or the
Or the
third.
Or the third.
Imp, friend goes.
Muted.
Yeah, can't hear a word you're saying.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Yep. Friend is gonna give Aelith advantage on her next attack against the Night Mother,
Okay.
and then fly back.
Shadow goes. This shadow is attacking Trevor.
Yeah.
12 misses you, doesn't it? Yeah,
Correct.
the shadow just runs its hands. You feel its ice cold nothing gliding over your armor, but failing to penetrate. Vorian, you are up.
Okay, Vorian's gonna move. Where's my? All right. I dart forward a little bit, and making sure that I'm within range, I fire a radiant sunbolt
Yes.
at the Night Mother.
Hit it, please.
Does a 14 hit?
Factually does.
So it takes 12 then radiant damage.
No
Vorian
way.
jumps out from behind a tree and fires a beam of light across the room like a bomb going off. The sun has risen, and you all collectively hear, even you, John, who is somewhere hovering around the other side, the shriek of it being dragged back to the abyss that's is tortured, screaming, agonizing, and it's silence.
Aelith lets out a mad, cackling witch laugh as this is occurring. One that I cannot do, but put your best wicked witch laugh in your head. That's what she pulls off. Yeah, definitely one of those. She's really excited. She maybe squeezes the kid's hand just a little too hard.
Do I still
Oh,
see
yeah.
the shadows?
They're still here.
Then I'm going to back up another 10 feet back to where I was.
This shadow slides over Calric and attacks Trevor.
Trevor
You
doesn't
shouldn't.
like it.
But it critically fails.
Ooh,
I don't know what that's going to
Yes.
do. Let's roll this critical fumble table.
It's head
They don't have
implodes.
that on there. It's actually blinded until the end of its next turn. Actually, no, I don't know if they can be blinded.
From
no,
the
hold on a
sunbolt?
second. Invulnerabilities. No, it can be blinded, so it's blinded. Technically, I wrote it as dust gets in its eyes. Yeah, we'll say from the sunbolt. That makes more sense in this case, narratively. Unidove goes.
So if something is blinded, is there an advantage on the attack
Yes.
since it can't really
Yes.
see me coming? All right. Then I'm going straight for the one that got blinded. For my usual stab and
Yes.
run. So first comes the stabbing.
First, the stabbing.
That's
certainly
yeah.
21. And damage. 7 damage.
You feel your blade slicing through its darkness, and it screams in your mind in agony.
Good. All right. I'm going to
Quality.
run away now.
The Shadow Demon is dead. Trevor is up. Oh. What happened here? I lost my shadow.
I think
I think
you
you
got
took
a
away
stack.
the wrong one.
The hell? Wait, what? Where'd it go?
We won!
Yay!
Yay!
they were bound to the Night Mother.
They weren't. but not really. That sucker. I can see it. I just don't see it. Fuck. Alright, well, I can put it back into the thing. No, you didn't.
We won! Oh.
Yes, we did.
Default.
I think that's about right anyway. So, Trevor, who did I say was up? Trevor's up? Trevor, you're up.
Me! So there's only one evil person
No,
to
there's
go
two. There's
after.
one behind you.
2.
Oh, let's do 2. Okay, then I'll take down this one. Two-handed. I'm close enough, right, to take that on?
You're in contact with you. You are adjacent to two of these.
If I attack this one, would I get
Not.
advantage?
Why would you?
Just
No.
trying to test my luck here. Okay, I'm gonna
Go.
attack that one. Attack, two-handed, normal. 20! Thank you
That
very
hits, that
much,
hits.
sir. Two-handed to the throat.
That hits. Now let's see
Shadow.
some damage.
Okay. Two-handed damage, 9.
Moose, it wasn't a gnat. Okay. Okay. Your sword slides through its non-existent spots. Aelith is up.
Cool. So we still have some shadows, right? 2 more. I have no way of telling which one looks more damaged. There is one standing over my ally, though. I'm gonna shoot that one with an Eldritch Blast. With an Eldritch
You should do
Blast.
that. Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I rolled a 7 again.
Actually,
yeah,
misses.
you did.
Okay, I'm gonna go back around the corner. Them's be the dice
This one
tonight.
is attacking you, Trevor.
That's how it happens.
With advantage. 20 hits.
It is.
6 damage plus. Wait, what? Front slash roll 1d4. The heck is wrong with my brain? 3.
I think it's slash.
Did you take your 6 points of damage down? All right, I'll take down your 3 strength points as you are sapped of strength.
Oh my god.
Calric makes a save.
Here it comes.
Calric is 1 save from the beyond. Fuck, guys.
Oh man. This is rough, guys.
This could be it for Calric. This sucks.
This is how we go down.
Dippins. Yeah, this is how we go down.
Just leave me.
Sure.
This imp, the friend goes.
Cool. Friend is going to give me the help action on my next attack against that ghost shadow guy and fly back to me.
This shadow is now attacking Trevor. Of course. 22 hits. Does 11 damage to you, Trevor.
I'm at 0.
Oh dang.
Dang it.
And your strength drops another 4. For what it's worth.
Shot.
I know, guys. This is ugly. Borean, save some lives here, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna step up here. I'm gonna fire a radiant sunbolt at the one floating over Calric.
No, I'm sorry, I moved my guy by accident.
16?
A VT, yeah, that hits.
Should hit him, right? So he takes 16 radiant damage.
That's it, it's dead. It explodes, it just like it burns away from reality.
Great, now it's dead.
Am I able to stabilize somebody or no? Is that an action?
That's an action. You would have to make a medicine check.
All right. Well, I've used my action already, so I'm going to cross my fingers and hope for the best and back up.
There's honestly a reasonable chance here, looking at the stack, that we can make this so that Calric doesn't have to make his next save. Unadov.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because they could.
I'm gonna run
there's
in and stabilize.
There's a number of shots here to make this work. Unadov is up.
No, like there's a lot of people that are going.
Yeah. I'm gonna run in and stabilize you. So, and I'll use my bonus action to dash and run away again. So 5. So I'm gonna run up to you.
It's a medicine check?
Too much. All right.
To stabilize.
What's the DC?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe 15
I'm checking
if
it
I gotta
too.
check.
All right. Calric, this is not my area, but I'm gonna do my best. I rolled a 6.
That doesn't do it.
No.
But we should know what is involved.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure medicine is 15.
DC 10,
Oh, yeah.
according to Stack Exchange.
Really?
Well, that's easier, but
Is this
still not a
5e?
6.
But I'm still very
Right.
bad at
Okay.
this.
Do you have inspiration?
I hear losing.
I
We
don't
have
think we've
not.
been using
And it would be
inspiration in this.
honestly, it would
Yeah.
be cheesy for me to pull it out now. Trevor
Yeah.
goes. Trevor,
All
make your
right.
first.
Oh,
what
wait,
are you gonna do?
I'm
You gonna run away?
Run away.
Yeah.
I'm running away. Yeah. I say I'm sorry, Calric.
It's just like,
I kind of figured it was a DC 10. These are third level PCs. Okay, so Trevor, make your death save.
How do I do a death save?
front/R 1d20.
Yeah, just roll a d20, bud, and get a 10 or higher. That is a nat 20, which means he gets a hit point and is instantly stabilized.
Up. Yeah, there
He
you
is
go.
up. Trevor
Nice.
is
Trevor, you can
back
attack.
in the game.
Masterfully done.
Wow.
That's
Whoa.
huge.
I'm in shock.
You
I've
are
never
in shock.
done
Your
that.
character is shocked. You have seen the other side briefly.
Okay.
That
Again.
I can tell everybody what
boy.
happened, but you have to give me one of your hit points. Okay. Come on. Another 20. Do it. Do it.
Only thing I want to
me.
stop and pause to let everybody know before you roll any dice is that Trevor has a +2 to medicine. Just looking at his character sheet.
maybe you should stabilize Calric.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's in combat
Oh.
too, so
He won't provoke if he leaves. He's standing next to Calric. He just has to turn
Yeah.
and do it.
mhm.
He won't provoke unless he moves away. And I'm gonna shoot the shadow guy.
And I can do hella damage to a shadow.
Trevor has
Yeah.
already used his second wind chat.
Yes.
Just saying.
11.
That does it. You stabilized him.
That does it. He is stabilized. Dippins does not die.
Oh man,
Oh,
I'm
wait,
not gonna
what?
lie, guys. I was
Wait,
kind of.
no.
Oh,
Wait,
you rolled an attack?
No, I screwed up. I
Oh,
rolled an attack. Whoops.
Well, I mean,
Dude, but
What was
look
the
at
plus
it.
on-
It's
The
plus
bonus
2
is
minus
wash.
2, so it's still 11. It still works.
Mm-hmm. The math is still there.
The
Oh,
math is
yeah.
still
Yep.
the same. The
So
math
actually-
is exactly the same.
it would have been a 13 if you have
I
+2 to
did
medicine.
it!
I do that thing.
wait a minute now. Hold on a sec, guys.
He's 1d20
I
plus
understand
2.
what you're saying.
minus
You
2.
never. What was your intent with that roll, Ari? You just said I rolled an 11. You never told us what you were rolling.
Oh,
No,
you
it
guys
was only
told me
medicine.
that I still had an action, so I was going to attack.
Oh, we were
We were trying to
medicine,
convince you to
dude.
use medicine.
Fuck that. I want to destroy some motherfucking
Yeah, let it
shadows.
go.
All
Let it
right,
go.
retcon it. Yep. Calric's
Sorry,
still
Calric.
dying.
I didn't. I apologize.
It's so
It
on
is.
character. I love it.
It is. I mean, it's the right thing. All right. Aelith goes. Oh man.
Sorry, Cal.
Wait, did
No,
he hit, did he
no,
hit the
11
shadow
doesn't
or
hit.
no?
No, of course not.
Aelith dips out of cover, and Eldritch
Calrix
blasts
counts
the
as
shadow.
Aelboo. I like that. God.
How do you roll percentile
do
dice
1D
on this?
D100.
Roll D100.
Oh, okay. That's silly.
23 to hit for 13
It
force
dies.
damage.
Nice.
So we
Are
are
we
out of combat.
Cool. Can I have a friend assist me on a medicine roll to stabilize Calric?
Yes. I mean, everybody can assist you. The whole party can assist. Yeah.
Guys, I got a +3 on medicine. I can.
Okay, well, nobody was jumping in. All right,
So
let's
Vorian
do it.
will do a
Somebody heal
+3
Calric.
with advantage because we were going to assume the entire party is attempting to do this.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm wondering, what is the rules for this, though? You're out of combat. Should I have left you in the initiative stack?
No.
'Cause what happens-
You can. It
Okay.
really is up to the DM's mercy. You can decide to do it, or you can decide to let us make the medicine roll.
It's saved. John, Calric is stabilized.
Okay.
Trevor is standing.
All
You
right.
guys did it.
Aelith very brusquely says, "It is time to leave this place. Grab the dippins."
Grab the dippin.
Do we have a double-digit number of hit points between all of us, or?
Oh my god.
She hasn't been touched in any of the fights.
Wow, man.
Oh man.
Not a
That was-
scratch.
All right,
She's fine.
Trevor, grab Calric's other shoulder.
Grab the dippins.
That was fucking badass.
Let's dip out.
Calric is a big dude. Like, it might take two of you just
I'm sure
to
you'll
pick
figure it
him
out.
up.
And we have.
Yeah, Aelith ain't doing it. She's a very small lady.
I
She's
suppose
There's two of us.
she's like
and
5'2" and maybe 110 pounds. She's very, very small.
we have one hit point each.
I suppose
we can do
it
this.
matters.
Calric's 250, 6'3".
But yeah, I say we drag Calric and we GTFO.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for time for otters. Let's do it.
everybody gets 600 experience
Should we
points.
just get the fuck out?
Ooh, wait. I'll apply that now, but we don't technically get it till we
and
rest.
so that's it. You guys make your way back to the pool and fall up through reality and slide back into the level above the ruins, the ancient temple. You hear as you guys emerge from that pool, you are back in that room, the chamber with the dark plaster carvings on the walls, and you hear the sounds of whispers and running and feet and yelling and shouting and arguing as something is going on here. Probably a moment takes for you to realize that a bunch of people are running out of this dungeon right now, like fleeing.
More people that we have not seen before.
Behind the curtain, I'll allow you to realize now that there were a number of secret rooms in this dungeon filled with fights that you guys somehow avoided. You're just like, this place is loaded with snake dudes, and you just accidentally walked around all of them quite miraculously. And they are now fleeing because their god is dead.
Yes, we have slain it.
I mean, we don't even need the combat map at this point. Can we take a bio break and we will come right back and go from here? Everybody want to do a PP time? I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Sounds
could
good.
go.
Yeah.
You're gonna take a birthday.
It's a little, I've got 1 minute left on my birthday.
Well, it's not. It's 1 minute before it's not his birthday.
I gotta go. All right, guys. Sorry for the break. We are back, and thank you for sticking with us. That I gotta say, that was one of the most fucking hair-raising near-miss combats I've ever run. I would have had much bigger reactions, but on the other side of that wall is a neighbor who gets annoyed when I'm a loud person.
Yo, I got a 6-year-old right there.
Yeah,
And I got
my
wife
4-year-old's
right
2
there.
floors up.
God
But my wife
forbid.
always tells me, I can hear you in the basement. You're very loud. I'm 2 floors away. That was...
You
I
got a
am.
very
I'm
animated
basically a
person.
living cartoon. That was fucking crazy, man. We very nearly lost Calric. And in my head, I was spinning up ideas for where do we go from here. I figured it'd be like everybody bringing Calric's body to... well, why don't we pick up the session? Or a boiled skull. Let's pick it up. You guys get back to the boat. Aya is pleased, relieved, and surprised to see you. And you bring the survivors, plus the body of one mother, back to where you found their camp, where they're planning to build this new town.
Yeah, Calric would clean that body up as best as he could.
They've got, maybe you want to give these people some space too.
Yeah.
You are. I can bring up the map if it's necessary, but I don't believe it is. You're at. I'm trying to remember the name of that settlement. Aben. The river fork where the two rivers join into one. The two tributaries join at this place that they're going to call Aben, their new town, and they're trying to decide if they're going to stay. They're all sitting around the fire. You guys are licking your wounds. A few hours have passed because we've been sailing. You guys are feeling somewhat better. It counts as a short rest, in other words, so all of that strength damage is undone. So we should fix that right away on Foundry so that we do not forget to do that.
Yes.
But we also, when next long rest, we all get
That's
the level
true.
up to level 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So on a short rest is where we get
You
we spend
do,
hit die, right?
and you get
Yes.
you get 1 die of your healing surge back at your current level. It'll go up by 1 at your next level, I think. And then you also, I can't believe everybody survived either. XJ, that was like, I was public rolling. I pulled no punches. That shit was for real.
That was a good one.
Does our healing surge uses hit die?
Your healing surge uses a hit die, but it does not like consume your hit die. You have a separate pool of hit dice that you use up, and then you replenish those healing surge hit dice. I wish I had a different term for it. We could just come up with another term for it. On your rests. But all of your strength damage is restored. And you're back at Aben. So
Hey,
beautiful,
Evan.
beautiful. So the families are sitting around, kind of happy to be alive, wounded by the experience, and mourning the loss of Shebel Redon. Was it Redon or Kills who died? Or was it the Stag woman? I think it was Shebel Redon who died, the mother of the 11-year-old.
But I don't get hit dice back on a short rest.
No, it was a long rest.
Got it. All right.
No, it was Darntel Kills who died. I apologize. The one with the 17-year-old boy. That's right. And so there is sadness, and they're basically going to have a funeral, and they're having a conversation about whether or not they're going to continue to try to establish this town, or if they want to abandon and head back to Blotzern. They're fairly...
We are heading towards Blotzern.
Well, I mean, they were trying to establish a town. They're fairly evenly divided on which way they want to go. I don't know if you guys are going to attempt to influence that decision at all. And they are aware that you're headed towards Blotzern.
Vorian does not see.
Aelith would warn them about the dangers of settling out here, and that if they were to stay in one place, they should build walls.
Yes, we're familiar with walls. Thank you, says Broughton.
I am told they are popular
Yes,
in towns.
you do know that Blotzern has been taken by the Droshian Empire, though.
We do know that. Yes.
Perhaps you should become a nomadic tribe.
There's That's a notion. Thank you. We'll take that under advisement. And I do thank you.
I can guide you to the Elderkin if you seek shelter.
Have any of you come from there?
From
Do you know
Blotzern.
anything
They
about
all
what's
came from
going on?
Blotzern. These are Blotzernese.
Yeah, they're your homeboys. They're you from your town.
They
I mean-
probably are familiar with.
Actually, they
your
probably
mother's
are.
Bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should ask.
I asked, have you tried the Dippin's duck liver donuts?
One of them says, "Oh yeah, those are good."
Yeah, that's my mother. I want to know what's going on down there. Have you been there recently? Have
Well,
you
we
been there
left.
since they got there?
I'm trying to. Who are you just speaking with right now? Who speaks for this group? Broughton? No, it would be Karsten Stag. Karsten Stag. He tells you that. No, we left a little over, I guess, a month ago now. So we missed the when Drush moved in, but I mean, I wouldn't want to be there. You know, it was always under the thumb of it's been a Droshian protectorate for a long time. Our home, but you know, with soldiers now, I think roaming the streets, and there's a whole new order there. The prince, I've heard, has been deposed. I don't know. It just seems like a bad time to be there.
How would you feel about that? I mean, like, how was he received? Like,
Who, the
by
prince?
The people? Yeah,
like a prince, like a Machiavellian kind of prince. Like, not a great guy, but like your guy, like corrupt. Maybe the new order is better.
Yeah.
It would be not unreasonable
Okay.
for Calric to feel any which way about this, right? The prince is not. This isn't Prince King Arthur or anything. Nobody loves. He's not a beloved, anointed hero.
Yeah.
Unless you happen to be of that group of people who feel that way about him, I'm sure.
No. Yeah, I couldn't care less about government. All right. Yeah, I think Calric is just in his own head right now, just worried about, you know,
Blanton's
his
has been missing from my life, man. What a birthday present to me. Fair enough. Well, if you're headed that way, I don't know. You know, we all knew there was going to be hardships, he says, trying to build a town. Real hardships. I don't think anybody expected this and so fast. It's a blow.
Hmm.
And he kind of trails off.
Well, it's understandable.
All empires rise and fall in time.
I'm sorry, Aelith.
With a
Yeah, I was to say
not
Aelith. He's talking
reassuring.
about the death of Darntil Kills.
Oh. Yeah.
Not helpful.
I was trying to help.
Well, her memory will live on with your new town.
Roll persuade on that,
So
please.
they're going
Can you
with
roll
the
persuade?
town
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Me? Persuasion.
It's very
That's an
persuasive.
18. I am genuine.
He cracks half a smile and says, "Yeah, you know, maybe right. You might have something there." And then he stops and he says, "You know, we have, I have some very, very good, exceptional wine that we brought for a special occasion. Would you drink it with us? Because, well, I mean, he becomes kind of emotional.
Yes. I will drink alcohol.
Vorian is not one to normally partake, but
Well, that's okay. Calric steps.
Given the invitation, I'm not one to decline an invitation. I do not want to get in the way of their gratitude. So
somebody's working on a fire. They build a little fire, and he pulls out. He has an amphore in his tent, sealed with beeswax around the top, and he works the beeswax off and rips out this wooden bung. And somebody else the children are scrambling to find horns, goblets, leather drinking cups, essentially. And they pour some wine for you all, for everybody, the children, everybody's drinking this exceptional top-notch wine. He says, we were starting a new venture, a new town. Broughton, whose wife is dead, is very glum, of course. His whole family is devastated. But it just seemed like a good idea to bring some excellent, you never know. There's going to be good days. And although we should toast the memory of Darntill, where would we be without you guys? You five. You're real heroes here.
Well, I don't like to brag, but...
Yes, we did save you from certain death. Thank you
so
for
a
the
toast
recognition.
to you. To each of you, which is weird. He kind of trails off. Which is awkward. What are you called? How do I toast you all? I think you guys were toying with the Runaways at one point, but
we are of the Elder King.
our Aleph claiming.
We're just people looking to do the right thing. That's all. Like
we are
to
free.
To Thurnhill.
To the free. He likes that.
To the free.
To the free. To freedom.
Like
and everybody drinks. It's a somber night around the fire. Stories are swapped. Food is shared. They find one of a goat that they had. They kill it. They slaughter it. We all eat it. It's a wonderful evening. Everybody sleeps in the morning. And your boat pulls away. I have some prepared text to read. The rest of it takes 3 more days downriver to reach the end of the river. Where did I put my notes? There we are. And the boat gently bobs and rolls in the widening Devarif River, now wide enough that the southern shore has disappeared out over the horizon as you plod along the north edge of the river. It is hemmed here not so much by a bank, but a vast growth of reeds that form a marsh that spreads away and inland, such that it's difficult to say exactly where the river ends and the land begins. Beyond the marsh and to the north, and peering at you from above, beyond the horizon, looms Mount Kildash, the southernmost peak of what the Dacians call the Braucht mountain chain, runs north to the other sea, and divides the continent between the Bedsai Welt to the west and the Drosian Empire to the east. Though you can't see it from here, you are aware that the staggering cliffs where Mount Kildash meets the north end of the Dacian Sea is a sight to behold, a wonder of the world. Occasionally, the boat will glide by a small, marshy island, home to crabs and birds who regard the vessel solemnly or offer a squawk of acknowledgement. The wooden boat plies eastward into the thickening mists that frequently hover over the Davraïef Delta, where its warm waters meet the cold Dacian Sea, disappearing into a gray-green blanket of quiet. Aya stays sharp at the tiller while Karst leans out over the bow, peering beyond the massive lateen sail, Dillet ready at the main sheet. Karst calls out, "Rocks to port!" and Aya pulls the tiller. A specter of jagged, looming black volcanic rocks glide by, obscured in the mist. Unseed birds converse about you in their honking, squawking barks, and then ahead, rising from the mist, is the famed port wall of Blotzern, built of massive blocks of black stone in some past age, seaweeds clinging about the waterline. The boat slips through its massive gate, towers looming on either side, and into the protected harbor. Dillet lets out the sheet, and the sail goes limp. Aya calls up to the nearer tower. "Where can I put in?" An unseen voice calls back with instructions on where a slip can be found and the warping line to take hold of to get there. At the dock, a dozen Drosian soldiers and their captain greet and question you, Aya, and the crew. They search the boat. your belongings. After some back and forth, they permit you entrance into the city, on foot now, over wooden planks that sink into sucking mud, and sometimes not on the planks, but deep into the mud itself, and through another gate, and into Blotzern, Port Town. Into Blotzern, literally Port Town in Dacian, an ancient city, some 200,000 residents all crammed onto a massive rock jutting out of the Dacian Sea. Here, in the soaking quarter, where the cobbles of the streets and alleyways are frequently drenched with tide water, are teeming hundreds, crowds of commoners pressing through on their daily business. And I put a comma there because I thought I wrote more, but apparently it did not save. Pressing through on their daily business, you hear merchants and barkers from carts calling out with their wares, their foods, their treats. There are thousands of people in throngs. This is a city built on a rock, a city of canals, and it is yours for the taking. When we continue with our Quom campaign, everybody goes up an additional 1,000 experience points.
Once we're through the gates, Aleph says, Dippins, take us to the donuts.
I feel like Dippins or Calric is doing the dad thing where like we're walking down the streets and he's pointing out places where like he used to hang out, and you're just like, it's a park, dude. Like who cares, you know?
I mean,
he's like ridiculously like
not
excited,
enjoying being around all these people.
Yeah.
Greg, did you say we get another?
Absolutely. You guys
1,000
finished a
activity?
huge campaign arc here.
On top of what you
yeah,
gave us.
I mean, that's the end of a
Okay.
campaign. You guys got from the slave. We started this campaign with you all in slavery in a copper mine, and from there you traveled by river or by road to a town where you became errand boys for your former owner. You became, I mean, if you think about where we've been, right? Every step of the way, you guys have been kind of somebody's errand boy until that last entire little arc where you really kind of became heroes. Honestly, you stepped up and got in there.
No.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Damn
well,
it.
honestly, I mean, as a DM, I was like, I haven't given them a shot to be good yet, so I should probably do that.
I was honestly a little surprised Aleph was good. I'm glad you gave her that vision dream, because she would probably have been a lot less motivated to save the kid.
That's dark of you, but okay, yeah, I can understand that.
She's true.
So that's we're gonna put a pin in Quom there. We will definitely return to it. I just don't know when. Next week on this channel, at this time at 9 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna start with session 0 of Cyberpunk Red. I don't know what we're calling this. Somebody asked if it was a one shot, and from just.
I had a friend recommend Cyberdrunk.
Well, I think I don't mean that. I mean more like, how long are we going to do it for? I don't know. Somebody asked me if it was a one shot, and I was like, well, having done this now a couple times on stream, it's very things move slower. So I don't think anything's really a one shot. Even a one shot is probably going to be 5 or 6 sessions.
Greg, do you think if we had done this in person rather than online, do you think that it would have gone? You think it would have gone faster?
Yeah.
And we would have gotten.
Honestly, I mean, it's tough to beat being in person. This sucks. I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's great. Foundry VTT is wonderful, and we would use Foundry VTT in person as well. But I would much rather not be talking to a camera. I would much rather have you guys around a table with me. However, COVID. So, yeah, I mean, we all got to stay away from each other. And Ari, even if we were staying away from each other, you're in another state and moving to yet another state further afield. So I don't, you'll always be a robot now.
Yeah, logistics were rough when you and I were in
exactly.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only time we were ever in person
The
was
lost
the lost
session.
session. Was the
lost
lost
session.
session that nobody can see anymore.
Legends.
Only legends will know about the session we sat freezing in Greg's garage.
Was it cold? I was sweating bullets. That's so funny. Oh, that's crazy.
It was very cold.
Every time the toilet flushed,
that's true.
crowd could hear it.
Yep, we were directly underneath the plumbing.
Thank you. Oh, well, thank you again. I was very hot. There was enormous technical problems with that setup, it turns out, and like an absurd number of people watched. Like 700 people were watching that stream. It was ridiculous.
Don't be so, I see the chat. Don't be so sure that we would cut out any troubleshooting at all.
Well, no.
No, yeah, troubleshooting's where our best material is, honestly.
It would be,
There would not have been... The technical issues of internet streaming would not exist. The lost stuff, I guess it was over the winter. It must have been November. Wow.
November.
It was a really long time ago. Oh, Jesus, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it was getting close to a year ago. November 2019 is when we did our test session.
Oh man, that's fucking wild. That's right. Months. I didn't realize how many months. Well,
it was a different world.
What I didn't realize is that I forgot that there were like months between the test session and session 2. So.
Yeah, that's probably why we dropped from 700 viewers to like 200.
I'm not negative about it. The best viewers. We got rid of all the crap. We really filtered it down to just the quality viewers.
We got quality over quantity.
We streamed D&D before Corona once, and then we were literally behind me was a multi-camera, multi-microphone setup where we were going to sit down at the table, and I was like, literally, like we were all scheduled to come here and do it. And then the quarantine hit, and that's why we went to the cameras.
Right, that's when we rolled.
Yeah, that's right. You came over.
Yeah, we were gonna be.
It was literally days.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It was bad.
Damn.
So I don't want to keep you guys much longer, but I'm curious, just out of curiosity, we were talking about Cyberpunk before. Do you have any ideas about what class you think you might want to play?
You were talking about that
field medic, the med tech.
Yeah, I mean that sounds.
Oh, cool.
That sounds up my alley. I might want to take a look at that and toy around with it.
So med tech, and then Liz said she wanted to be a fixer. I mean, not fixer, techie. The chat has decided that I should probably play a fixer.
Okay.
So I'm leaning towards fixer, but I'll fill in any gaps. There, see? Fixer, please.
Why?
They want me to play a drug dealer. So I'll play a drug dealer. The idea is the character I play trips so hard he sees the elder.
All right.
That was the joke, is that they wanted a character connected to Aleph.
I might have
across the streams there. All right.
I'm gonna go with a media. I think I'm gonna be blatantly ripping off Spider Jerusalem.
Okay. Blatantly.
Nice.
No one's gonna be mad at that. Are you gonna do a Hunter S. Thompson voice?
Please.
Maybe. I gotta find the glasses that are like half square and half circle.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can find them. That can't be that hard.
I don't want to pay money for them.
Well then.
Oh my God! Just Etsy plugs.
Pairs of glasses.
Rubin, what's any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm kind of going between the executive and the rock star.
I really want Ari to play.
I mean, it's funny to me too because like the executive or the rock star, they're both in my mind charismatic leaders, and like I mean, I don't want to do this to the other players, but to some degree, if there's an executive or a rock star in the party, almost everybody else who was just described kind of falls into that character's entourage. Kind of. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be 100% that way, but a little bit, right? So,
he's our face man.
I have to read more of the book.
He may even have more than one face.
So, awesome session, guys. Thank you so much for playing. And as we are wrapping up the D&D here for a minute. Do you guys have any thoughts about this campaign or your characters or where you would like to see things go from here when we resume?
Listen, I'm just really excited to hear you play, like role play
Calric's
mom. Like I'm really excited about this.
I think the only thing that's really on Ayla's mind right now is how are those duck liver donuts. So I don't know if that needs to be a quest, but I feel like that can be an opening scene.
Yeah.
From there, I don't know. You dropped us into a city. We've done a lot of like not a lot of urban stuff. We've been to settlements and trekking. It might be fun to do some urban things for a while. Aelith would certainly be out of her element in a big city, which could be a lot of fun to play. But honestly, this has been great. You put a lot of work into this setting. You gave us a lot of really cool descriptions. It definitely feels like we are in an old world that has already seen many empires rise and fall, and it's kind of on its way out. It feels like humanity's sputtering. And I kind of like it.
I've already figured out, by the way, Calric, that your mother is played by Anne Ramsey, and is very interested in where you've been for all these months after you got away on the boat and you sailed away. There's a lot of donuts to make around here. Where have you gone?
I'm so excited about this. I can't wait.
I'm ready.
Anne Ramsey, by the way, is the mother from Throw Mama from the Train, Ma Fratelli.
Films for our youth.
Mom Fratelli from The Goonies.
I think Vori is going to start now that I have my feet under me after being enslaved. I'm going to start in earnest looking for any remaining brothers or sisters.
Oh shit!
From
That's a great point. That's a great
order.
thought.
Oh wow, you've got like a motivation.
I do.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I mean, we need to kind of build out how widespread that order may be.
So for next week, I gotta.
I know we're very far from my tribe right now. That's all I know.
Yes, that's true. They are.
North.
Next week, we're gonna have to have a whole new look. We can't have these like stone and scroll work overlay. I'm gonna have to do a whole cyberpunk look for this thing. I guess my work is cut out for me.
And metal.
I think
Metal.
synthwave is probably as good as as close as I can manage. It's gonna be very kind of synthwave look, very.
Are we going to compose our own cyberpunk soundtrack for the game?
But I will be. I mean, I do have a library, and I was already kind of looking into it. The synthwave is very easy to pull from. Getting stuff that actually sounds like kind of like industrial rock, like more KMFDM Ministry sound stuff, not something that music libraries spend a lot of money making. So, I know it's weird, right? It might be harder to find.
I'll make it.
Anyway,
KMFDM.
I'm either gonna play a fixer, or I was gonna go play a solo who has way too much cyber tech in him and is close to losing his grip on reality.
Yeah. That's a dangerous character.
Yeah, well, why not?
I like that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I was gonna play a total like weirdo. He's on like a lot of antipsychotic meds because he just disassociates because he's mostly metal.
Cool.
Very psychotic.
Cool. Oh, I should probably turn off the demon sounds. There's been like demon sounds running this entire time. Guys, great session.
I know how to.
I think it'll be great. I'm excited. I'm interested. None of you want to play a Netrunner, which I think is interesting.
Well, I may play a Netrunner if nobody takes it. That's why I said I was
One
waiting
thought
to
too,
see
Ari.
what.
I don't know how did Cyberpunk 2020 handle multiclassing, or did it not handle it at all?
It did
Cyberpunk
really
Red has
handle
multiclassing,
it.
so you can be a thing who becomes another thing.
Oh.
That's cool. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2020, you could learn other skills, but you never got the other class abilities. So you could like you could be a fixer who learned how to use like heavy weaponry, like a solo would use, but you would never get the solo.
Evan, I might actually reach out to Matt Coville about providing the soundtrack for my Cyberpunk game. That's an amazing idea. That's an awesome idea. If we could have soundtrack by Time Rider, that would be fucking out of control. So there is multi-classing now, and Netrunner Devo Dungeon. Netrunner the game is a spin-off of Cyberpunk. It is created. It is basically just playing the Netrunner, I gather, from Cyberpunk. Netrunner is a class in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So how does the multi-classing work? Like, would it take time to move from one class to another? Because I've got a character concept that I'm probably going to play a techie because I think it'd be more fun, but her backstory.
I mean, if you guys don't, we usually go to 1. So if you want to sit tight for 5 seconds, I'll look it up. I think that you have to do 5 levels in something before you multi-class.
All right. Because I'm thinking of playing a character who basically, she's a member of a doomsday cult.
As there should be.
Yeah, her name will be Cassandra.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you. So I feel like with that backstory, Nomad makes sense, but Techie might be fun too. So
Techie, I mean, I'll be honest, all of it's fun. Cyberpunk is just a really fun game.
The one thing that's gonna suck for me.
It's definitely got a bit of it's got a lot of camp in it, but if you've ever seen RoboCop, it's that really grim camp.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it's come buy this new Kawasaki Heart. You only got to mortgage your house. That's Cyberpunk.
It's gonna be rough for me though, because one of the things I can rely on the chat and other players to know the rules really well, and since these are beta rules that basically only I and you guys in this game have, oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, but it's exciting. It's super cool to get your hands on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to play the new version before other people get to play it. It's cool. Cyberpunk's fun, guys.
Yeah, Rubin, you got to give me access to the folder.
I'll set you up, Ben. I'll set you up.
Access.
They don't really have art in what we were given yet because it's still beta, but I hope the art is all 80s and retro and cool.
I'm trying to see. I know that there's something in here about multi-classing. There's 3 different character creation methods. I think we'll probably use the custom approach, the edge runner setup.
I looked at that. That's the one where you just
edge runner is literally
stuff,
building
right?
your character from scratch. Otherwise, you're kind of using pre-made stuff.
Yeah. I like that one.
Awareness skills. Shit. I wish this was more searchable.
Yes.
Maybe it is.
Cool. It's cool.
Multi-classing roles. Oh, wow. It is searchable, which is wonderful. I was worried it wasn't. Okay, so multi-classing roles. You can't start off taking on 2 roles at once, much in the same way that people in the real world have to throw themselves into a career just to make it work. Your role... I screwed up and pushed a button. You can't start off taking on 2 roles at once, much in the same way that people in the real world have to throw themselves into a career just to make it work. Your role is just that. It's a full-time career. It's going to take everything you have to make it in one area of the street. So don't get cocky, punk. That being said, there's nothing stopping you from starting one role or career and then swapping into another one. In real life, people do that all the time. In the time of the Red, you can change roles anytime you've completed at least 4 ranks in your previous role by buying rank 1 in the new role with experience. You will then start the new role at rank 1, just mastering the intricacies of your new career. When you switch, you'll be locked for multi-classing again until your latest role is at least rank 4.
So, but can you, so you would have to take 4 levels straight of that next class, or you couldn't add a 3rd class until you had 5. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can. No, I think that's right. I think once you switch roles, you have to stick to that new class for the next 4 roles.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I guess
All
that is an interesting question. Wait, you will be locked from multi-classing again. No, you're we're both mistaken. This is a follow-up. Meanwhile, you can also continue increasing the rank of your previous role, and you retain all features granted by it. But to the street, you will now be seen as your new role as you concentrate on mastering the ropes. So if you're a rocker boy who becomes an exec,
They're gonna be like, you sell out.
you're a sellout. You're still a rocker boy, but you're a sellout. And you can still advance both classes, and you can't add a third.
Netrunner Fixer. I will do that. I'll be a junkie internet guy.
I don't think an effective fixer is a junkie.
I didn't say I was gonna be effective.
All right, guys. I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, we should.
For the first time ever, we're wrapping before 1. Thank you all so much for playing, for watching, for hanging out with us, for dealing with all of the insane technical nightmares that this thing has fucking been. Next week, Cyberpunk. This has been Quome, which we're going to put on the back burner for a minute. And we are Anthony, who plays Vorian the Mystic, Liz, who plays Unadov the Thief, Ari, who plays Trevor, the Veteran, Ari as well, who plays Aelith, the Warlock Witch, and John, who plays Calric, the Brute. Guys, thank you all so much. Sorry for the hiccups at the beginning of this, and I will see you. We'll see you next week, 9 p.m. Eastern time. But we'll be
cyber drunk.
For cyber something. I don't like that.
Cyber drunk.
Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Do it.
I'll probably wear eyeliner.
Persuasion.
All right, guys. Thank you for being a friend. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Grace.